Hi. Hi. Good morning. Hi. Hello. Hi, everybody. Hi. Good morning. Hi. Sorry I'm late. I had a lot going on this morning. I've had kind of a rough week. I'll tell you about it. But hi, everybody. Hi, everyone. Hi. Let me say hi to everybody in chat. Hi Paul, hi Mookie, hi Bucky, hello, enjoy your slurk, hi Vaughn, hi Fishstick, hi Abominable Stem, hello, hi Observer, hi Ace, hi Nona, hi Shiny, hi, hi Box, hello, hi Torlith, hi Vaughn, hi Quinn, rough times over here, so I'm very happy to see you. I'll do my best to make it better. Hi Traves, hello, hi Bean, hi, hi Lycan, hello, hi Sippy, hi Jelly, hi, hi Damascus, hello, hi Prince Harweda, hello, a fish and yeah, it's who, Omega Law, hi Fishstick, hi, hi Kane, hello, I hope you have a good day at Worm, hi Hanj, hello, hi everyone, hi, I'm caught up, hi, good morning, hi, I'm sorry you, some of you are having a rough week, I was having a little bit of a rough week too, lots going on, and Brain been very soupy the past couple of days. Brain's been very soupy. But I did get a lot done. In spite of soup brain. I have big anxiety today. We'll get through it together. Okay? I'm glad I'm here so that we can all hang out together and we can all feel better. Sucks to hear you had a rough week. It's okay. Hi, Deckard. Meow. Yeah, that kind of scared me, but not really, because it was in the middle of a sentence. My brain has been fucking blitzed in the last 12 hours. Yeah. It's been something. Meow. I'm gonna take all my friends with soup brain and add some gelatin, love, and affection to make it more solid. Yeah, exactly. I have things to discuss. I have things to talk about of what I got done. I don't know what we're gonna do today. I know the plan is disco. I don't really have anything outside of disco planned, so we'll probably play disco. Unless something particularly interesting distracts me. But I have some stuff to talk about before we get into it. And also just a fair warning, I might have to just randomly leave, because one of the things I've been having to deal with the past couple of days is they're doing construction on my apartment. So it's just been lots of fucking banging and lots of fucking sound outside and lots of the cats being stressed. So they haven't done it yet, but they said they might need to open the door. And so if they do need to open the door, like, I'm just gonna have to end stream, because like I can't stream like that. So yeah, not only is it the sound and shit neurodivergent scrombly, like I can't do that. I can't be yelling when my door is open. So if that happens, I might have to end, and maybe I'll come back, but it'll depend on if and when it does happen. So just fair warning, just a heads up, and hopefully it does not. Galato, thank you for the resub. Hi, Galato. Thank you for the 21 months. Thank you. Chuck, can I tell you about a small Baldur's Gate shenanigan I got into last night? Sure. I won't know any of the context because I don't really know anything about Baldur's Gate, but sure. Start back up after they leave, or no? If not, I understand. It'll depend on how late it happens, because I have a if it does happen, let's say it happens in like the next hour, right? And then they're done within an hour, then probably I can come back. But if it happens at like 3 p.m., then that's probably just a wrap for the day. So it'll just depend. And that's kind of why it frustrates me when they have to do shit like this, because they are very disrespectful of other people's time. They don't give a fuck about other people's times, or about how people work at home, or how people have certain mental illnesses that might be struggled or might be impacted by this, or cats that have anxiety and don't like it. They don't give a shit. They don't fucking care. So they just kind of do it when it's like when they want to. I mean, is it okay? Why did they ask why they're doing construction on your apartment? They're doing it on like the whole complex, and I assume it's just to I assume it's just to make renovations, either because people aren't moving in enough, because nobody can afford fucking rent. So they think, oh, if we make it look nicer, then more people will move in, or they're going to sell it, which is also frustrating, because if they sell it, then I don't know, I'll have a new management staff who might increase the rent. So that's a thing. But there's no real good reason for them to do it. Just the worst. They were paving the road outside my friend's apartment the other day to prevent everyone from leaving or coming in. Whoa! Thank you for the Bitolies. Thank you for the 500 Bitolies box, and thank you for the hype train. Here, let me pause this. Whoa. Bow, bow, bow. Hi. I'm a slug. Whoa. Thank you for the hype train. Thank you for the stud train. With no consideration, absolutely no consideration. And I don't hold it against the construction, right? I don't hold it against the staff. It's the fucking administration that just sort of like imposes it on people, right? Because they don't fucking care. The staff, the maintenance staff is just doing their job, right? I don't hold it against them. It's not their fault. Whoa. Thank you for the stat training. Thank you all for it. Whoa. I'll wait until the slut train's over to keep talking, because I forgot what I was talking about. Whoa. Yeah, I don't remember what I was talking about. Whoa. That's always the worst. Happened to someone I know when they renovated to sell the whole apartment to individual landlords who immediately evicted everyone to charge more rent. That's what I'm hoping is not the case, but it's a corporately owned complex, so hopefully not. They don't decide when this stuff happens. No shade to the workers. Yeah. Labor, they're just a part of the exploitation. Same like us. Forge says goodbye. True. Whoa. I fucking hate capitalism. Me too. It's fucking awful and horrible and terrible and bad, and the reason for all of our problems. It's true. Landlord's extremely derogatory, menacing. Yeah. Get a real fucking job. Fucking leeches. Whoa. I like my stuff. True. Whoa. True. Yeah, I can't remember what I was talking about. Whoa. Yeah, the exact same thing happened to me. Yeah, it should be fucking illegal. There should be fucking rent freezes. There should be fucking rent ceilings. That shit should be fucking illegal. All of this shit should be fucking nationalized. One of the people watching you on Twitch can help you become a homeowner one day. I don't know. Maybe when the housing market crashes, possibly. Thank you for the hype train. Thank you for the Bitolies. Thank y'all for the resubs and the Bitolies. Homes are really expensive. And very much out of reach. But maybe when the housing market crashes, it'll be a little bit more attainable. I don't know. We want to get the fuck out of Texas. That's the primary focus, right? Is we want to get the hell out of this fucking state. I've been renting my place for like 8 years now. I've seen my landlord twice, and my rent has only gone up once. I'm familiar with who my landlord is, or not the landlord, but the property manager. But my rent has gone up every fucking year since I've lived here for no apparent reason. They just arbitrarily raise the rent. There's no reason that the rent increases. Like, there's no increased like cost of maintenance or like any of that shit. Like, they just arbitrarily increase it because they want to generate more profit. When housing stops being a market, yeah, exactly. Or at least is collapsing at the moment. All the insurances are fleeing, but I don't think anybody wants to move to Florida. Yeah, I would rather stay here than move to fucking Florida. Maybe you'll be able to vote out Abbott and Cruz. Maybe, but I don't. Even then, like I don't really want to stay here. Even at like one, it's unlikely that we can get rid of Abbott and Cruz because there's so much goddamn brain rot in this state. But also, like I don't want to stay in Texas. Seeing how labor laws are there, I'd get the fuck out, especially with this heat wave. Yeah, gerrymandering. Yeah, exactly. There's so much goddamn voter suppression in this state that it makes it really difficult to get rid of people like Greg Abbott, even though they're fucking awful. I'm gonna have having to leave America just because I can't afford to fucking exist here. Yeah. The lovelessa. Hello, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Democracy. Yeah. They don't just want more money; they want all the money. It will never be enough for them. Yeah, which is why capitalism needs to be destroyed. The state is awful to live in, but the houses are cheap. Yeah, I would rather fucking, because they're not even cheap here, right? Like they're not even, that would be the argument, right? Like, well, Texas sucks, but at least it's cheap to live here. It's not. It's not. Yippee! True. It's not. Well, because every other bloodsucker is raising their rent, I'm gonna raise mine too for no reason. True. That's literally how it works. Democrat voters will outnumber any attempts in gerrymandering. Young generate. I don't know about that. I mean, I'm not trying to be doomer, but like I'm also like not in a great headspace to talk about this stuff today. And it's got to be more than electoral politics. Like this is we're seeing the rise of fascism. So you can't vote out fascism. Like these people need to be fucking redacted on a fucking platform. Yeah, I'm not really in the headspace for this shit today, to be honest. Just gonna continue to regress and dependent on taxes for blue states, whether their infrastructure fails and populations have leprosy. Yeah, and again, like this notion that like we could just vote it out and make things better is not really particularly realistic, especially as we drift closer to fascism and the eventual balkanization of the United States. Again, it's not about fucking voting. It's about creating communities and networks for keeping people safe and getting people out of these positions. Getting people out of these places, rather. But yeah, I'm not doomering because again, I have hope. It's just I'm not in a great place to discuss it today. The Electoral College has no purpose, if you don't mind me saying. The Electoral College's purpose is to make sure that there is no actual meaningful representation for the average individual. That's its purpose. The Electoral College was established by design to make sure that the average citizen doesn't have a true vote, right? Like, because we don't live in a democracy. We live in a fucking oligarchic republic. Like we don't have actual representation with our leadership. Especially because we don't influence what they do. Corporations who bribe them do. Which is why our entire fucking government, our entire democracy, quote unquote, is a joke. America should fail because it's bad. It's bad. It's always been bad. Something right. So we currently long rainy period UK, while the rest of the Europe is in a killer heat wave. So we've seen a small increase in tourism because people are coming to the UK to escape the heat and enjoy the rain. Yeah. That's climate change. They're actively trying to fuck our ability to vote things out. Yeah, exactly. They're trying to hinder the capacity to even be able to do that, right? Which again, this is not me saying don't go vote. You should go vote, especially at a local level in your local elections. And for your state representatives and for Senate, for congressional representatives. But there has to be more than that. And again, just simply voting out Ted Cruz and Greg Abbott is not enough of a reason for me to stay here. Real political change doesn't happen through voting. It happens through organized protests and other spicy stuff not recommended by Twitch. True. Hi, Laura. Hello. Whose states are very big on independence as direct voting. Yeah, exactly. As it should be. There should be, at the very least, we should have fucking ranked choice, let alone direct representation. An oligarchy with a picture of a voting booth stapled to its face. Yeah, true. Luce de Goose VT. Thank you for the follow. Thwomp, true. Jumped in late. the stun lock is about the electors. Weird, but I'm okay. I'm down. I'm not really trying to stun lock today, to be honest. I'm really not in the headspace for it. Just don't get caught photocopying a picture of your ass. True. Hi, welcome, Loose to Goose. Hello. We're trying to wind down the stun lock. Slug is not a good place to keep discussing this. Thank you, Bean. Yeah. I'm trying to put a cap on it, but I don't want to keep fucking talking about it. I've had a rough week. So I'm not really in the headspace to talk about it. I just want to chill today. I just want to hang out and have fun today. Stability picture of my ass to the faces of oligarchs. True. They don't even deserve that. Thank you. We are fucking vibing. Thank y'all for understanding. Thank you. Send digital hugs. Thank you. So speaking of, what were we talking about? We were talking about how I might need to leave randomly, because they're doing construction on my apartment complex. So I might just have to fuck off. Stunlock stop salmon. True. I might have to fuck off, and may or may not come back if that is the case. Hopefully not. But if I get like a knock on the door, that'll probably be the indicator that it's time to go. So I'll let y'all know. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, that's part of why my brain is soup. Because I have not gotten a whole lot of sleep. I have been very annoyed the past couple of days because they have been banging on my walls constantly. So I'm a little agitated. Hi J Mazem, hello. We stand with Slug in the face of adversity. True. I don't. Do I have Fisk Sluggo arc? Fisk's Neko arc? Fisco arc. Fisky arc. If you made that a link, if you made that an emote, Ace, can you send me that one? Because I want to add it. I was up a little late tonight and Thunder and Lightning happened. I was up very late. I'm sorry. It's Fisco arc. Do we have it? Fisco arc. Oh, we don't have it on here. I'll nab it. Thank you. I want to add it. Do you want some good news, Laura dating lore update? Sure. Disaster detective with everybody today. I think that's what we'll do. If you want to chill, maybe do some Digimon assignments today. That could be fun. Maybe that's actually not a bad idea, Vlado. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we could do that. We'll see. I gotta get through this notepad. I gotta get through this notepad of things that I wanted to talk about. I'm EP because I couldn't sleep. I haven't been sleeping very well the past few days. I have not been sleeping well at all. Hi Bass, hello. And I haven't been able to have time to work out, so that's also part of it. That's probably why I haven't been sleeping well. I'm gonna try and go work out tonight, but it's just been really busy the past couple of days. I've been really busy. Edith came over Wednesday and we watched movies for 7 hours while cuddling and I painted her nails. That's so cute. I'm so happy for you. That's really cute. Disco won't be good for avoiding stun locks. Yeah, no, I agree. So maybe, we will do something else today. Hi, I love you too. Whoa. What kind of workout do you usually do? Yeah, I can show you. What workout I usually do. You want to share, of course. Why is this so big? Oh, stop being so big. Why is this so big? Oh, probably because I copied my screenshot of my desktop into it when I was hanging out with the Bonts a couple days ago. Well, BTTTTTTTV. Hi Slug, you look super cute today. Hope you're doing wonderful. Thank you, Relic. Thank you. I'm doing better now that I get to hang out with chat. Good news, I get all of next week off, so I'll actually get to hang out for a few streams. Let's go! Here, let me grab this from Ace. And then let me dashboard. Let me get rid of. We gotta get rid of emotes so we can make room for the Fisk. I haven't been sleeping well lately either, but at least got some good news today. A Japanese metal band I love is playing near me next month. Let's go! Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this one. Get rid of this one. There we go. Well, there we go. I just gotta make it through today, and then I'm free. Let's go! Look, it's Fisk. There she is. Wait, so now we have Fisco arc. I have the Dolly one, Dolly arc. Oh, Sluggo arc, and then wait, what was the Roz one? What's that one called? Wifo arc. Whoa. Animals. Whoa. I believe in you. You're brave. You're strong. You're unstoppable. True. Animals. Whoa. What was I doing? What was I doing? What were we doing? I don't remember. Oh, I was gonna draw my workout. What I do when I go work out. I haven't worked out in like a week, and I'm not happy about it. But at the very least, if I don't get back to it tonight, I'll get back to it tomorrow after stream. They're on their way to get Slurpees at 7-Eleven. True, I want a Slurpee. But stream it's just Neko Terraria resource packs. Whoa, Neko Terraria resource packs. Whoa, and so to steal Slurpees from 7-Eleven. True. To steal people with hammers. Whoa. Whoa. This is what I do for. All right, time of final worm. Have a good stream, y'all. Unless I will see you later, unless the feds and or maintenance people bust down Slug's door. Bye, Traves. Hopefully we do see you later. I don't want to have to end today. The gritty, yeah, I hit the gritty on the treadmill. For 3 hours. Which is why it's so why I haven't been able to do it this week, because it is a very time-consuming thing. It's a high level 1 cleric. But yeah, I hit the gritty on the treadmill for 3 hours. Three. So I walk at a brisk pace on the treadmill for 3 hours, because running's really bad for your joints and stuff. So I don't like to do that. And then I don't do a whole lot of weight training or anything. There's a machine that kind of replicates a weight bench thing. So it's like one of these where you do this, and then you do like that, and then like Aisha, the picture of Aisha Clan in the Star opening. Hi, thank you for the spiffy and the strength. Gotta keep up that lit physique. True. Like that. Walk up a big hill, it's nicer than running. True. If you could walk upstairs too, that's good too. Like that, and then like that, and then like that, and like that. Like that. Whoa, Shlunk. Hi, Sixth House. Hi. It's been a minute. I hope you're well. And then like that, and then like that. Whoa, and then that's the seat part. Whoa, and then and it goes so you lift the weights on the back of it. So you go up and down, and depending on what angle you put it at, it'll kind of replicate a couple different things. Hi, Xavier. It's been a minute to see you as well. Hope you're doing well too. So it goes up and down. And you can you can replicate a weight bench, because that's what I like to do. Weight bench for boobies. That's what I'm trying to do. Do you tie your hair about for workouts? I do. So my hair actually looks more like that. Well, like that. The booby machine. True. Hi, Jaina. Hi, Slug. How's it going? I've returned from being too horny on Maine on Blue Sky. Welcome. Yeah, that's trans femme behavior. It's true. I'm doing very well. It's nice to see you. But yeah, I tie my hair back in a ponytail when I work out. I also wear a hat. So I also wear a hat to keep my hair out of my face. So I do like that, and then I do like that. Well, so that's how I have a cap, and I wear it. I wear a baseball cap backwards. Not me. I just post funny animals and neurodivergent thoughts. True. Ponytail sloob. Yeah, I think it's cuter without the hat. But yeah, I have the tomboy fit when I work out. I'm giving into my impulsive desire to do silly stuff that takes a bit of commitment. Whoa. But I do the tomboy fit. I should probably give myself clothes, because this looks lewd otherwise. But yeah, I do the tomboy fit when I work out. What's the other one I do? Oh, and the other one I do is this. This one. Can I draw this one? This one's gonna be hard to draw. It's hard to draw physique. I used to do swimming all the time for exercise, but I haven't done it in a while, and transitioning fucked over the rest of my exercise routine. Oh no. Well, I hope you can get back to it. Do you do any cardio? Yeah, it's this. This is me hitting the gritty on the treadmill for 3 hours. Cardio is the majority of what I do. Cardio is the majority of my routine. I'm sorry, Torilith. I hope you can get back to it. It's really easy to fall off of it, right? But starting it is like the worst part. But like once you're in it, that's how it's easy to maintain it. Exercising with hormones change is tough. I can imagine. I'm not familiar myself because I've never taken hormones, but I can imagine. Also, the real Kofi, thank you for the follow. Hi, Crystal Cheesecake. Hi, hello. That's such a cute emote. Oh my gosh. So you like fitness, Slug? Whoa, I reject love. Well, I reject your weird first message. Get out of my chat. Whoa. Not today, Jesus. Satan protect us. Is treadmill any better than circuit training or running outside? Yeah, Bean. Now you know what Mama Hen is complains about. Not that I fuck. Hi, Mama Hen. Lurk more bozo. Yeah, true. Hi, the real Ko-Fi. Welcome. Thank you. I know I'm a little bit cute. Yes, you are very cute. Actually, you're very, very cute. Oh, are you a fairy? You're very, very cute. I love your wings. I should do literally any amount of cardio. If only I didn't fucking hate cardio so much. Literally anything is better than nothing, right? So if you do a little bit of walking, it's better than not walking at all, right? I saw hi Hamma, hi. Yeah, we invoked you. That nerd's bio was I am the undisputed Twitch ban champ. Crown me. What a fucking loser. What a fucking loser. We're kind of the nude in a dark room listening to Rachmaninoff concertos. Videos of David Bowie performances on mute. There is an idea that is Jaina Splinters. You may see me and shake my hand and maybe even think we live similar lives, but I'm simply not there. That's so powerful. I'm a fairy doll. That's so cute. Here, I'm gonna open your profile and check you out later because your design is very cute. I want to give you a check out. I want to check you out. Let me minimize that for now. Mods do everything but modding here. Slug kills everyone from firing from the hip. Yeah, true. Slug beat me to Van Glotto. Beat me to shout out. I said and pouch. True. Your design is very cute, Mr. Slug. Thank you. Working on naked just like the Greeks. True. What was I gonna say? Somebody asked, is working on a treadmill better than circuit training or running outside? I'm not familiar with circuit training, so I'm not sure. But I will say that running in general is not a great idea. Especially outside, because if you could potentially really fuck up your joints with running. I know that there's like right ways to do it, but I don't know them, so I don't do it. I prefer to do low intensity cardio because I think it's more consistent. Which is why I like the treadmill. But before I was on the treadmill, I was walking outside. I was walking like outside on a regular basis for about the same amount of time and distance. I just stopped doing that because it got so fucking hot here, even at night, that I couldn't do it anymore. So I started using the treadmill at the apartment gym. I wish I had my own. We just have to use the one that's at the treadmill, or at the little gym rather. But sometimes they're broken. So and thankfully, there's always been one for me to use as long as I've been going. But I got to start doing cardio. It's got to be better for my health than the weight training I'm doing with my roommate. It depends on what you're trying to go for in terms of like physical health, but cardio is definitely something that's just good for so many different things. And it's good for your mental health too. It's really good for your mental health. When people are like, it's bullshit, right? When people are like, just go take a walk, you'll feel better. Like that sounds like fucking cap, and it sounds fucking cringe. But it's actually true, and it pisses me off to no end. You will feel much better. It's probably why I haven't been in a super great headspace the past few days, because I haven't had time to go work out. Humans are custom made to run long distance, but we are actively harmed by the activity. Yeah, we are designed wrong. Start working out someday, but I am always too tired from working by being anxious all the time. Just start with little stuff. Even just doing like a couple steps a day, right? Like maybe like walk around your neighborhood or your apartment or wherever you live. That's a good place to start. I'm an exclamation mark. I'm not trying to be sexy. Whoa. Bike riding is a great alternative to running if you are worried about your joints. True. It's been like high 80s even at night with 100s heat index. Yeah, it's still like 100 something degrees here even at night. Weight loss is bullshit anyway. True, it fluctuates constantly. When the climate's not being fucky, going for a walk can also be very fun. When it gets cooler here, if it ever gets cooler here again, I'll probably go back to walking around outside. But for now, the treadmill's working for me. I'm trying to be healthier in general. I have diabetes. Yeah, anything you can do it's better than nothing, right? Like, and that's the thing too. What I have a tendency to do is get stun locked on like, well, I'm not going to be able to do everything, so I might as well do nothing. That's not a good mindset, and I know that's more easy said than done because the neurodivergence, but if you can do anything, it's better than doing nothing. Rebuild my endurance, so I'm focusing on cardio, but I'm still doing at least a little weight training. Yeah, I do just a little bit of weight training, which is what I was drawing here. Slug MS Paint Time. Hot Pickle, hi Sambold. I've been trying to do Ring Fit, but it's hard to keep a schedule when I forget it exists the next day. I tried Ring Fit, and Ring Fit was not good for my neurodivergence. Ring Fit was not good for my like, okay, I'll just sit down and do this because there's too many steps to start it. The more steps there are to start something, the less likely I am to do it. So if with like going to walk and stuff, it's like, okay, I just need to get dressed, go out the door, and now that I'm out the door, I might as well fucking commit to this, right? That's my mentality with it. But sometimes it's getting up and getting out the door that is the problem. So many college studies have gotten better results from walking than antidepressants. So glad we live in a car society instead of walkable cities. Yeah, if we could just walk to like most of the places that we need to fucking engage with, a lot of people would be happier. It used to just take a 30-minute walk a day, but I got too tired for even that. Well, I believe that you can get back up to it, Damascus. I always want to work out when I get home, but I spend all day on my feet and probably clear a couple of miles just walking back and forth. You should get a like a step tracker app to see how many steps you're doing. I'm joining my college weightlifting team in the fall. Let's go. Had a crash and ruined within a month. I'm scared of them now. I would love to ride a bike, but I have nowhere to keep one. I burn calories. Am I getting mad? I play Splatoon. True. However, probably learned how to walk or run or even jog. People have a general idea, but there's right and wrong ways. Yeah, and I prefer not to run. The only gym I have access to is hotter than it is outside, so if I want to work out, I have to get up at like 4 a.m. if I want to do it in the sub 800 degree weather. What you could do, here, let me move this over. Because I wanted to finish drawing that, but what you could do, this goes for anybody who's like who has a hard time working up to the mindset to like get out. You could do one of these. You could do one of these where it's a little step thingy. This is what I was doing for a while. And you go up and then you go back down. You go up and back down, and it's kind of simulating the capacity of you walking with a little bit more because you're raising your legs higher, so it'll work your thighs a little bit more. But this is one that you could potentially try. They're like $20 on Amazon. Little step stool things. Can't walk anywhere. Can't see the stars when you look up. Lights bleed into your eyes. Literally impossible to find silence if you near live in the city. God, when will this game of Civ end? You fucked up the building stage. Let's be mindful of getting doomer, okay? I don't have the energy for it today. There's beauty to be found no matter where you are. I think. Even in a fucking awful strode-laden city, I think you can find beauty. I've always been able to. It's almost like they don't want us to have a yappy. True. Let's be mindful of the doomer stuff today. I'm not really up for it today. I take 30,000 steps a day. I try and do I've been doing 20,000. Wow, you do 30,000? I've been trying to do 20,000 consistently. I only really walk and do squats and stuff at home because the gym scares me. True. Hi, Doodle. Hi, Doodle. Hello. My job involves so much walking. It should count as exercise, but it doesn't make me feel better just aching. I mean, you're moving, which is better than not moving, right? Part of why I started having to walk a lot more than I did is because I'm so sedentary, because I sit in front of my computer all day. Steppy, a part of my house I can do that I don't even need Steppy thing. Yeah, if you have stairs, this will work too. Also, some brain treats can do wonder for exercise, listening to audiobooks while you're walking or using a gamified tracker. Yeah, that's how I got into Pokemon Go. Even though I don't even really like Pokemon Go, I started getting into Pokemon Go when I was walking a lot outside. And then it's when I usually watch my YouTube videos. It's usually when I'll respond to a lot of DMs while I'm walking too, as best I can. It's also, I listen to a lot of music I sort through a lot of my music playlists when I'm doing that. Used to work retail and working was just ambient exercise, but now I'm a sedentary programmer. I'm happier with the work, but at least my body flabby. Yeah, which is why you could do even just this. Get 8,000 steps every shift. That's how it was for me too. I didn't have to work out as consistently because I was working, back when I was working retail or when I was teaching, I was moving around a lot. So I didn't have to like actively focus on working out. But now that I'm very sedentary, I have to actively go out of my way. Falling out of doing regular exercise, I don't have enough happy brain chemical to do it. The secret is that if you do it, you'll have more happy brain chemical. I know that sounds silly, but that's how it'll work. I'm very sedentary being unemployed. I would like to be less sedentary, but it's hard. I don't want to go outside. Totally fair. And like I said, just starting with steppies is a good way to maybe approach it. I got Pokemon Go and then quit because the game kept getting worse. I have it because it's a good way to pick up Pokemon that I don't have, so that maybe one day I'll be able to fulfill my childhood dream of being the very best, like no one ever was, and having all the Pokemons. But I get it. It's not good. It's not good, but I like playing it. It's a good time killer. Working food service is a constant state of exercise. True. My friends that play it, I pretty much only see them complain about it. It's not good, but it's something that I can pick up, especially when I'm working out or have nothing else to do. Because I want to be free to play, but I got tired of managing my Pokemon inventory. I ship most of my shit out anyway, because I'm putting it into the Pokemon home or whatever, into Pokemon home, so that I have all of the stuff. My agoraphobia has been horrible for my ability to exercise. Yeah, that makes sense. Also, hi, Kami, but yeah, that's why I say try and start with steppies if you can. But this is the other thing that I do in terms of, if you want to call it weight training. I wouldn't necessarily consider it weight training. It's more resistance training. I could do Pokemon Home. Yeah, that's what I do, because then I just keep the ones that I want, right? I want one of everything, at least, eventually, and then I catch the shinies too. I want to play Pokemon Go, but I don't like being outside. Yeah, no, I feel you. I don't like being outside particularly either. Using my resistance band right now. Let's go. This is gonna be hard to draw. Well, yeah, try and start with the steppies. Steppies is a good place to start, I think. Well, like that. Walking and body weight exercise. Yeah. So you go like that. It's hard to draw. And then there's like this thing. So this thing goes forward and back, right? Forward and back and forward and back and forward and back, and you push it with your leggies. That's one of the ones that I use, right? That's one of the ones that I use, and that's for your thighs and for your butt. So I use one of those. I do a little bit of that in addition to the weight training. FF14 song, true. Put one foot forward. Plan on getting a standing desk in the next year, which will definitely be good for me. Yeah, true. If you're super sedentary, just having a standing desk could help. Being FF14 built slowly. No, I'm just familiar with this song. I would never. I don't have the energy for that. But I do this, and then on my days off, which I haven't even done that the past couple of days, which I should have. I did it one of the days this week. But on the days where I don't go work out, on the days where I don't go to the gym or like don't go outside, I do squats too. It's an easy to think a very small amount of exercise doesn't count, but it's really meaningful. You got the way I look at it again is that if it's better than not doing anything, right? Like it might seem like nothing, but it's not nothing, right? You're doing something. You logged in and we chatted, then you logged out and I never saw you again. Yeah, I tried. And I was very overwhelmed by everything happening. So I was like, nope, we're not doing that. Like that, and then like that. Yeah, I tried. And then like that, and then like that, and then like that. This is what I do on my days off. I do squats. What program do you use for VTuber? The tracking is very good. Thank you. I use VTube Studio linked with VBridger. I have VBridger updates to my model. So that might be why it seems like it's tracking a lot of my facial features better, because VBridger is really good about that. Yeah, the VBurger. And then I use facial mocap to send that to VBurger. It's not only just better than doing nothing, it's a lot better than doing nothing according to science. True. It also help your brain chemicals. It'll help your brain chemicals. Beef-bridger? Oh, Beef-bridger. Beef-burger. True. Yeah, it goes iPhone, iFacial mocap, to VBridger, VBurger, to VTube Studio. B boob Studio. There we go. Whoa. There we go. Yeah, there you go. Informative and helpful. Yeah, brisket. True. What were we talking about? Well, how did I get onto this subject? I don't remember how Bridget is gyrating on my head. Whoa. I don't remember what we were talking about. I had things to explain, and I don't remember what they were. Whoa, I gotta stretch. We started with apartment talk. True, that's right. We were talking about how my apartment has been cringe the past couple of days, and it's made my brain soup. Did the symphony for FF14 last week, and a lot of the music made me cry really hard. At one point, I was almost deeply sobbing. It was a little embarrassing. I don't think that's embarrassing, because I get emotional when I hear the butterfly theme from Digimon. So I think it all has emotional context for us because of our relationship with the series is that we love. I just got a new PC so I could do a VTuber when I had the money and the commission to a model. And good luck with it. So did you see the brisket kimono art? I think so. The one where they gave her the turtleneck still. Is that the one you're talking about? Also, True Mubot. Is very beautiful. I'm glad you had fun. Flow makes me fucking tear up every time. Butterfly hits hard in the feels. Yeah, Butterfly fucks me up. I want to learn how to sing it, but I don't know how to speak Japanese. So singing in Japanese is kind of difficult. Because I don't really know a lot of the pronunciations of the words, but I want to learn how to sing Butterfly someday. Perfectly normal. I tear up when we hear We Are. Most things One Piece related. True. I tear up when I hear We Are too. Overtaken gets me all riled up. I'll die, Chugga. Close in the Distance hits me hard after Endwalker. Well, thank you for the spit and the stretch. Chat. I have this wasn't on the it is on the list, but it wasn't the next. But I have art I can show y'all. I have art I can show y'all. Not a whole lot that I did, but more art that other people have done. Let me see. I did one that's related to Chugga, but I'll have to crop it in a second here. They also played Close the Distance. I was very sobby. My mask was soaked from tears. Aww. Yeah, I'm big crybaby. I cry at everything. Well, I cry at everything. So don't feel bad at all. Here, copy image. Let me get rid of paint so y'all can't see it. There we go. Because there's doxy shit on here. Crop image. Okay, there we go. Well, save. Chug. Let me minimize that. Whoa. Going to Near Symphony in January 2, and Quinn is going with me. I gotta remember to bring tissues. Whoa. Honkai Star Rail made me cry. Oh yeah, Close the Distance would make me cry too. Whoa. Kingdom of Predators from Hunter x Hunter. True. Okay, minimize and then open this and then downloads and then open this and then chug. I don't cry often, but the last few hours of Endwalker made me a sobbing mess. I mean, I remember when I beat Stray and I was in shambles. Stray fucking destroyed me. So I get it. Cool. Open with Firefox. There we go. Okay, now I'm gonna do this and then do this. Okay, Pug. I remember this also. So this is, I told y'all how I wanted to make art for Chugga because me and Chugga and Box are considering doing like what do you mean restart required? Oh my god, you insufferable fucking program. Sure, do whatever you want. Sure. Well, okay, there we go. Okay, and then Firefox. So I was talking about how me and Box and Chugga want to start doing maybe like playing games and recording them, or doing like little like tabletop games, or like playing like Digimon matches and recording them. They won't be high production, but it'll just be us playing card games. So it might be fun, it might not, I don't know. But I wanted to make PNG tubers for the both of them. So I was kind of designing characters for them, and I also wanted to have one for Chugga. Since Chugga is kind of like our de facto card sponsor for Hamcams, which I'm doing tomorrow. I'm going to be opening a bunch of cards because Chugga bought us a bunch of cards to open. So I wanted to have like I wanted to have a bunch of I wanted to have a bunch of or I wanted to have like a representative of Chugga, so when we do them, I could be like sponsored by Chugga. Also, hi Morg, hello. Also, hi, how did I get here? But this is what I was working on. This is what I was working on for Chugga. It's still a work in progress because I got to do a full body, but I was able to get some of the torso done. I got to change the size of this card up here because these ended up being a lot bigger, but I kind of like them being bigger. So I'm going to change the size of this card up here. This is a a scrambled amalgamation of Tim Duncan from basketball, and Yami Yugi, and also Shobu from Duel Masters. So and it's probably going to be even more scrambly. But I'm trying to get some of the elements. It looks like Drake. That's because it has no facial features right now. Eventually they'll have more like the scruff beard and then the eyes, and then I'm gonna give them kind of like the Yugi drip. I'm gonna kind of give them the Yugi drip and some like elements. True, Drake has no facial features. Exactly. Yeah. Drake doesn't have any facial features. Vapor Skull, thank you for the follow. But I want to do let me see if I can find it. Shobu Duel Masters. Well, I know Yugi has one too, but I like Shobu's a lot better. Here we go. This one. This is where I got the forward-facing hand from, because I didn't want to give him a dual disc, so I kind of had to like replace the arm. So this is Yugi's arm and this is Shobu's arm, so it's very much a chimera. But one of my main things that I want to include in the design is the double belt deck box, because I think it's very silly. I think the double belt deck box is drip. So I wanna include that in the design. Part of me initially was just gonna kind of like do a trace over of Shobu, but Chugga's really tall, so I was like, that's not gonna work because he's too small. Like this would work for me because I'm about this size. Hi Samantha. But so now I'm having to get a little bit more creative with Chugga's design and having to kind of like meld people together, like because I have Yami Yugi. Let's see. Well, whenever I'll be able to find it. I was looking for a lot of this stuff yesterday. Yami Yugi pose, I think was how I found it. Hope you're well. I'm doing okay. I'm chilling. Whoa. Oh, it's this one. Okay, here we go. This is the one I was using. Yeah, good. It's all fucking low res. Good. All right, here, open this. Oh. No, stop being cringe. Open. Oh. There we go. Open. Forward to Everfree Northwest next weekend. Any cons you're looking forward to? Not this year. I was gonna maybe go to a con to hang out with Fisk, but Fisk got some other stuff going on, so maybe next year though. I'm literally chilling. It's like 60 degrees out and I love it. I wish that were me. But yeah, so this was You can kind of see it, right? You can kind of see it where this is kind of like the torso, and this is what I wanted. That's why I want to go with Yami Yugi as like the main base, because I think he's super lanky and tall, which I think fits Chugga, because Chugga's really tall. So that's why I'm going with Yami Yugi for the base. Hi, lovely Lissa. Hello, welcome. But as I like Shobu's vibe a lot better for it, so it's gonna take effort. And then this was also, let me see. Let me see if I can find the other one. The other one that I'm using. Actually, I think this is the image. Why are you being cringe, Firefox? You're making me mad. Okay, there we go. Okay. I don't know what that's doing, but neat. Okay. So this is browser, do website. Yeah, this is the person that I use to kind of base it off of, because that's kind of how Chugga looks in real life. This is how Chugga looks a little bit in real life, a little bit. So that's how you can kind of see what I was going for. A lot of the features that I changed on their face are different. Like this nose is more of like traced over Chugga's nose. And their lips are more traced over of Chugga's lips, but this is how Chugga looks in real life. So I was working on combining these three. So this is what I've been doing, and that was the progress that I made. So very, very strange amalgamation, but I think it'll be cool when it's done. Also, I'm lagging really bad now, and I don't know why. Probably because of a bunch of shit open in the other frame. So I'm going to get rid of that. Chugga plays for the Spurs. It's true. What else did I have to show y'all? I didn't draw this. Ace did, but I like it a lot. Elefisk. I didn't draw this. Ace did, but I enjoy it. Whoa, I'm leaving. I like this animals. I like it a lot. Whoa, Bridget Pog, true. Elefisk, abomination. Whoa, why would you make me look at this? She's wonderful. Hi, Cryptid. Whoa. This got the elephant apple power up. True. She eated the elephant. Hi, I'm back. Hi, Vaughn. I know it's like the detailed rendering on her model. Yeah, it's her model, but it's just scrambled. Whoa. Ace gets a Fisk violence. True. She's beautiful. I love this. I wish Fisk looked like this in real. I love that one ear is bigger than the other too. I was asked to do this. Fisk told you to do this. Whoa. I like her feats too. Whoa. Be strong, Fisk. Be strong for mother. I love Elefisk. Whoa. Elefisk is very good. And then Glottal drew this. Genuine body horror. True. Yeah, she's kind of like a Dorse, huh? She's kind of like a Dorse, but an elephant. Yeah. No, okay. So this, yeah. Okay. This has Dorse energy. That's probably why it's so unsettling. I think why it doesn't bother me as much is because she has the trunk. So it's like less Dorse and more animal. But the knees and shoes are disturbing. Yeah, it's got Dorse energy for sure. But yeah, Glottal drew this. Glottal painted this. Hi, Heg. Hello. Glottal painted this. I like this a lot. This one's cute. Glottal painted this. Cute long. She got a long snoofer for snoofing. True. And then, my favorite one that got done in the last couple of days was, if you were in Ray's stream, I was lurking in Ray's stream for 2 hours on Wednesday. And Ray, I wasn't saying anything, but Ray started talking about how he likes, he was like, Sanji's my favorite One Piece character. And I came out of lurk and I was like, ain't no fucking way. And he was like, Slug, no. I was like, I've been lurking for 2 hours and I'm coming out of lurk to yell at you and spray you with a bottle. And then he detailed how Griffith is one of his favorite characters. and he was just listing. So I came out swinging, started fighting another streamer's chat. Yeah, Ray was just listing how he likes just the worst anime men, just the most absolute goddamn terrible anime men. And so I was like, I am just the worst takes, not even bad takes, just problematic dog. Yeah, because again, I think you can like cringe characters, but as long as you don't like allow them to like cloud your perspective on reality, which Ray doesn't. Ray's a good bean. So it was just more me goofing where he was, yeah, he likes worse men than I do, which I was shocked. But yeah, Ray was like, yeah, I don't even like the trash. I like the weird fucking goo on the bottom of the dumpster. That's what I like. And I was like, you're a vile beast. So Ray is a good dog with terrible taste. So this is me catching Ray drinking the dumpster juice. And you're about to catch me doing a smooth transition into the ad break right now because it's happening in 3 seconds. If you're not subscribed with a Twitch subscription, you're gonna have to watch the ads, and you can avoid it with a Twitch subscription for $5, or with a Twitch Prime subscription by linking your Prime account to your Twitch account for free. But also this is a free to play stream, so I just do this so y'all know when they're happening. Whoa, yeah, add 1 of AD, true. But yeah, I probably won't. I don't know. Maybe I don't think I'll talk about anything particularly interesting while the ads are going. So I'll see you in 3 minutes. It's like there's a Griffith liker, red flag, and Aaron Yeager liked sentenced to chair. True. There's a lot more Fisk abominations. I saw the other Fisk abominations. I just really liked the Elefisk. Ray is the worst, most garbage taste in men, and that's why we have a Fire Emblem S rank relationship. I thought it was cute. But also, like, I wanted to put him in a jar after he kept describing it. It started with Sanji, and I was like, terrible take. And then it was Griffith, and I was like, Ray, and he was like, no, listen. He was like, no, listen, and I was like, Ray, you can't do that. And he was like, no. So that one was funny. What was the other one, Glottal? Do you remember? Do you remember what the other one was? I don't remember what the other one was that Ray said. There was a third character that I was like, pot calling the kettle black out here? No. Mine. I like problematic, wet sopping, pathetic men. Ray likes actual fucking bastards. Oh, it was Emmett Shelk. Emmett Shelk was the other one. I've heard every Griffith excuse I can't. That's the thing. Ray wasn't even making excuses. Ray knows what they are. He likes them because they're bastards, right? He likes them because they're fucking demons. Some of us were raised Catholic. We can't help it. That's what I think is the vibe, right? I think that's the vibe. Bad doggy. Yeah, I think that's the vibe. Yeah, but you don't know what you are. That's my problem. I know what I am. Well, kinda. Well, so I guess more refined terrible taste. Yeah. He likes the toxic. Yeah, he likes the toxic. Also, I get it at Emmett Shelk. Emmett Shelk was the only one that I understood, even though I've never played the game, because I was like, he looks like he'd be fun to bully. I don't know. He looks like he'd be a fun character to bully. But Slug likes pathetic sopping little puppy dogs is different. Yeah. Me liking a fucking Harry Disco Elysium is not the same as Ray liking fucking Griffith Berserk. Snack was the same way. True. To be fair, Slug likes men who would ruin his life, not men who ruin other people's lives. Yeah, I like to keep it contained. Cool. I was raised Catholic and I ended up fine. Pombus. It was very fun to tease him about it. Yeah. Or tease it about him. But yeah, I just really like this art. So this was like an hour and a half of me bullying Ray. And so Ray drew this after stream, and I really liked it. I get liking pathetic men. Yeah, I like pathetic men. I don't like bastards. But I'm also not trying to yuck anybody's yum. As long as it doesn't categorize your actual worldview, right? As long as you're not like making excuses for their type of behavior in real life, then we're chill, right? And I think you can enjoy problematic characters. Simply because, you know, they're your weird little borbos. You like to put them in jars and look at them and shake them up. Yeah, self-awareness is key. Yeah, exactly. Like I was bullying Ray, but it was all jokes and japes. Does he like Griffith as an interesting villain, or like Dude Bros like Tyler Durden? The former, rather than the latter. No, Ray is self-aware. Ray's not a dum-dum. Ray's not a goofball. Well, Ray's a goofball, but not in like the derogatory sense, right? Ray likes these characters because he's like, I think they're neat, but not as like this is wow, they're so right and based. Yeah. You can like little meow meows as a treat. It's true. Just self-awareness is key. Emmett is a 10,000-year-old depressed super wizard from the beginning of life. He isn't a nice person, but he does help us at the end. That's cool.
I play triple threat position in attack mode and activate a spell card Pass Fake, which allows me to play the trap card undefended 3-pointer directly from my hand.
Your ball. Thank you for the bit.ly. How did I get here? +2. Thank you for the bit.ly. Thank you. I do think Griffith is an actual complex bastard guy, accepting Berserk shortcomings. I think that's fair. My line, also hi Q, my line with a character, and this is why I yelled at Ray, was is when a character's like got sexual assault as like a fundamental part of their story, or when a story has sexual assault as like a fundamental part of its plot, that's a deal breaker for me. I can't do that. That's no good. It's no good for me. So like, given that that's like part of Griffith's character, I was like, Ray, I'm gonna put you in a jar. Back from ads, I can't stand my Catholicism. Hi, Morg. So that's like my line. But I also understand that somebody with self-awareness who isn't as triggered by something like that can also like enjoy a character independent of that aspect of it, right? Not because of that aspect, but independent of that aspect. That's the shortcoming. I mean, all of it didn't contribute to the actual development at all. Yeah, for sure, exactly. And I can understand that from like a media literacy perspective. It's just for me, sexual violence is like a very big trigger for me. So I can't vibe with it at all. Yeah, when a character does an essay, I lose all sympathy for them. Same. Like at that point, I'm like death. Ray is in here too. Ray needs a jar emote after explaining his taste in men. Specifically his taste in anime boys on stream the other day. Ray absolutely needs a jar emote to be put in. But again, I think that's where people lose the plot, where it's like if you like a character that has done something like that, people are like, well, that means that you approve of somebody doing that in real life, which is just the wildest stretch to make, and it's the wildest jump in imagination to make. Like, it's not true by any fucking stretch of the imagination. Like, it's a very silly take to have. Bad characters are fun as long as badness doesn't cross into things you have personal experience with. Exactly. Like, if you have triggers and stuff, like, you're not gonna like a character for that reason. But I'd also never sit here and like finger wag at somebody for like liking a character that I'm uncomfortable about, or comfortable with rather. Dolly talked about this yesterday. Yeah, I was lurking in Dolly's stream yesterday while I was cleaning. Also, hi Vamp. That's a bigger stretch than Luffy's ever done. True. Doubly pissed off by Master Roshi because I love the passionate mentor part of his character and it has to be spoiled by the pervy bullshit. No, same Vaughn. I think if they lean more into the passionate mentor, the solemn and patient teacher that is Master Roshi, he'd be such a good character, and they ruin it by having him dive into a fucking toilet bowl full of 14-year-old girls' piss. So like, it's just he's unsalvageable at that point for me. Like Roshi, it's cut and dry as far as I'm concerned. As somebody who loves Dragon Ball and loves the archetype, like I want Roshi dead. I want Roshi out of the series. Also, hi Dolly. I don't want to be in a jar, but if the right trans doll wanted to put me in some other restraints, I wouldn't object. True. Jana, you need to chill. Pervy characters are always the bottom tier, to be honest. They're fucking terrible. It's such a bad fucking trope, and I want it to die. And it's why I was yelling at Ray for Sanji, right? Because I think Sanji is the modern representation of that trope. He's nowhere near as bad. He's still bad, but he's not anywhere near as bad. But he's he's bad. So that's why I was spraying Ray with a water bottle. I like Bond Druid for Made in Abyss because he's an awful human being. He's the epitome of anything for progress. God, I love that series. Sadly, the writer is such a creep. Speaking of that, Rurouni Kenshin got that remake thing that I can't watch because Kura's convicted offender. True. Griffith is an ANCAPs. I think there's something to be said about divorcing the arts from the artist, but it's also difficult to do when they're still alive. Griffith is an ANCAP's dream, willing to do anything for his selfish desire. I don't think he is that complex except for momentarily feeling bad for not treating his favorite subordinate like a fellow human being. I don't know. I didn't read Berserk. I don't know much about it besides, Griffith is awful. But I also think people can like characters that they like. Aside Prin, I feel like the thing with Berserk for me is that it has the essay that makes me uncomfortable, but the series kind of treats it as like the ultimate line, the act that truly makes you unforgivably evil. That's cool. You don't need to put it in your manga. Like, that's my take, and that might be a bad take, because I do agree that I think it's the line that once you cross, you are beyond forgiveness. But I also don't think you need to put it in your manga in such explicit detail to convey that point, right? I don't think you need to do that. At that point, I think you're just being a fucking edgelord. And I'm speaking of the mangaka. I'm just mad that Roshi got into the super team, but my boy Tian Shenton didn't make the cut. Oh my God, you're right. Tien wasn't there and Roshi was. Yeah, that was fucking cringe. Prague makes one absolutely feral. True. Tien works so hard just to be written out of every scene. It's fucking garbage. Inuyasha Moroku, woof. True. Hey Slug, I just wanted to remind you about the dinner party tonight with homemade pizza and wings. You're coming over, right? No. Hi, Abari. Yeah. Tien deserves better. Roshi deserves to be dead. Jiren's a bad character. Yeah, the Tournament of Power was bad in general. At least Tien and Yamcha got a fusion in the older games. I wonder if they'll bring it back in Budokai 4 or Budokai Tenkaichi 4 because they're making a new Budokai Tenkaichi 4. Or Budokai Tenkaichi. I think it's 4, right? Weird pervy stuff is kind of more distasteful to me than vile evil stuff because it makes me think the author is just actually like that. Yeah, same. Remember when it's like subtle like that, or I say subtle, when it's written as though it's less innocuous, where it's like, oh, they're just being silly, where it's like, no, they're doing a sexual assault, but okay, cool, good. Yeah, does essay in more than one instance, and I think every time it doesn't actually contribute to the story at all, in my opinion. Yeah, I think that's edgelord shit, to be honest. Fan base I've interacted with is also very weird, or more or less, about that specific part that has just put me off reading the manga at all. I'll say that too. And again, a manga is not, or a piece of media is not defined by its fan base, but can also categorize your opinion of it very much so. And Berserk fans as a whole, this doesn't fucking categorize every individual Berserk fans, but the majority of Berserk fans I've interacted with, most of them having been on fucking 4chan and on V specifically, were some of the worst people I've ever interacted with in my life. And the elements of it that I did not like, in terms of like the shit that made me uncomfortable, was their selling point on it, was why I was like, I don't think I will ever fucking read this manga. That's kind of how I feel about it. There are ways to tell stories that are dark and awful about There are ways to tell stories that are dark and awful and about terrible characters and situations, and for some people like me, they're very cathartic. It's also really normal to just not like that and want to avoid it. Just being said, some stories just push that notion too far. Yeah, and again, that's my thing too. Like, I'm uncomfortable with this, but I would not say it's bad. I would say some of these elements don't vibe well with me, and I think if they're ham-fistedly done, I'm gonna call them ham-fisted, right? Like, it's how I would criticize shit in like DC comics, right? Where DC started to do that too. DC started to make sexual assault an element of plot progression. It was fucking ham-fisted. It was fucking weird and cringe. I do think people can like these pieces of media though. Tiancha with his Wolfbang volleyball fist is my favorite non-canon character. True. It definitely could have been way less explicit. It still makes me very uncomfortable. Yeah, exactly. And I don't think it should go that far, especially it's like, this is a seinen. Like, it's like a step above shonen. Like you're doing, like, this isn't some fucking like powerful piece of media you're doing here. Like, calm down. It gives me fucking Go Nagai vibes, to be honest. I kind of got sick of power level circle jerking, individual ability and skill ignored in favor of numbers and bad animation. Oh, Super is horrible for that. Losing just the things that made characters unique and interesting for making just everybody the highest level of whatever fucking goofy ass version of Super Saiyan you could come up with this week. It just sucks. I argue that Jiren isn't really a bad character per se, just really bad characterized and kind of a prick, though I admit I'm not as caught up as I should be on Super, so I would finish Super before you'd come back to me with this, but Jiren is literally the most fucking uninspired character I've ever seen in Dragon Ball, which is fucking saying something. His entire characterization is just, he's just really strong. That's literally it. Like, that's literally it. They gave him a shitty, like, 5-minute backstory where they were like, oh, there was a bad evil that killed his whole village. They didn't even show what it was. It was just like a vague shadow. And then they were like, and for that reason, he decided to become the strongest ever. And then he did. And so, like, he's meant to be the representation of, like, pushing yourself to your limit in terms of, like, physical training without, elements of, like, fucking God Key or any of that shit, which is also cringe. But that's his entire character. The only thing I'll give Jiren is that he's right in that Goku he was right with his characterization of Goku as a fucking threat to the multiverse, because of his fucking sociopathic characterization by not having him have aged beyond the fact that he was fucking like 11 in Dragon Ball, and he still has the same mindset, but even then he kind of like contradicts it by the end of it. So yeah, Jiren's a bad character. Majority of them don't actually understand the psychology behind it or even know which parts are well written, just like the gore. Yeah, exactly. That was the average fucking V user that I was engaging with. Jiren personality on Powerful. It has more fucking personality. Yeah, which is saying something. No, you're right, Paul. This will probably get some flack from Dolly and Slug, but this is what I like about the Nier games. They delve into the harshness of the world. Now it can break a person how important it is to fight against it without delving into awful topics like sexual assault. No, I think I agree with that sentiment. I don't like Nier because I felt like it was cynical, but I also didn't play. From what I understand, if you play through it 500 times or whatever, you get the true ending, which is a little bit more hopeful, which, cool, great. I don't have the energy for that or the patience for it, but I'm glad it's there, and I'm glad people like Nier. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, Nier's bad. I think it was one of those things where people really, really got fucking normal about it when it came out, right? I think people were very normal about Nier when it came out, and it was kind of annoying, and it got to like the point where I was like, I started to hate Nier because I started to hate fucking Nier Andes, but I'm self-aware and mature enough to recognize now that it's less about the games, and it's more about my issues with Yoko Taro on an individual level and the audience, right? Like, I think the game is fine. Point of the year of our Lord 2023, when a trans person tells me they still visit 4chan, I react the same way I would if they told me they were self-harming, like, baby, no stop, let's get you healed. Yeah, like, I understand finding comfort in a community, but that is not the community you need to be finding comfort in. Just because sometimes they're just full-on gripping a whole hog roast with both hands, true. DC Comics definitely do have the same issue. I have a few writers I just avoid due to it. Yeah, but Tubi's ass is still fine. I'm sorry, it's obligatory every time someone mentions Nier. Yeah, I mean, true. His better written character, the Jiren, Hit's backstory is basically non-existent. Hit at least had a little bit more depth to him. He was a little bit more interesting. His design also wasn't complete dog shit, so that's something going for him. They should have done more of a lead-in with him in other universes so we'd actually give a crap about what was happening. I think they wanted to do more with the tournament power, and then I think Shueisha was like, all right, we'll wrap it up. Not making excuses for them, because the entirety of fucking Dragon Ball Super is disjointed and chaotic and confusing. To be honest, like, none of it was good. But my breaking point, I watched all of it, and I'll watch more of it if it comes out. But my breaking point was the Goku Black Arc. The Goku Black Arc is some of the worst dog shit I've ever seen come out of Dragon Ball. It is fucking embarrassing. That entire arc. Kind of like Jiren, but he's the kind of character that should be around for a couple episodes tops. That's part of it too. The tournament power went on way too fucking long. All for it to amount to literally nothing. Every fandom for a big IP does that these days. Yeah, it's frustrating. And that's why I know that, right? That's why I don't like hold Nier accountable for that. I'm so with you on all counts there. Yeah. Sorry I'm late. What up? Hi, Bueska. 2B equals 2 butt cheeks. Not as true. Maybe even more. Hi, Steph. Hi. The Goku Black Arc game is the best Dove-line read ever, though. I'm not familiar with that one. Goku Black is a cool idea executed in the worst way possible. It was simply to drag back a beloved character, Trunks, and then make him awful. I'm starting to think I have just ass taste in the new big bad of the week. Read DBS villains because I kind of love the Goku Black Arc. Hey, if that's your thing, I'm not gonna fucking knock you for it. But for me, take a minute. That's what I thought you were gonna say, and I was worried, and I wanted to give you the chance. It's not good. It's not funny. It's not good. I'm gonna give you 5 minutes to sit out and figure out why that's not good. But I've talked about this multiple times on this stream. When you normalize racially motivated humor, when you find something funny in something that has racial motivation, right? Racial context, racial motivation like that, you are normalizing the aspects of white supremacy that get people fucking trapped into the fucking pipeline that make them genuinely racist. Speaking from experience, like this shit happened to me, right? Like it started as jokes. It started as like, I don't hate trans people. I'm just making jokes. And then before I knew it, I was surrounded by fucking Nazis and realized that I did not like where I was. I'm not saying that's where you're at, but I'm also saying that that is not something I fucking tolerate. And it's something that I need you to take a step back and think about why it's not fucking funny. Understand why it's not fucking funny. It's not good. And again, normalizing the fact that it's good is more frustrating to me than any of the other aspects of it. So, anyway, like I said, I'm not really in the headspace for this today, but if I have to elaborate on that, I will. But yeah, racist jokes are still fucking racist. Is the short version of that. Anyway, Goku Black. The Goku Black arc fucking sucked because it was literally just an excuse to bring Trunks back. I think it was literally just an excuse to bring Trunks back in. And then they like made Trunks worse because Trunks didn't meaningfully evolve as a character in any fucking capacity. You can make the argument, like I've had this conversation with Nami before because me and Nami are both Dragon Ball annies, but like I had this conversation with Nami about like, well, he didn't have any fucking real reason to, right? He didn't have a direct threat. And I'm like, but that's silly because he learned during his time in the past that there's always going to be another threat, right? Like he thought the androids were the end all be all, right? And then Cell came along. So like he should have understood that there's always going to be a bigger threat, especially if you're a fucking Saiyan on Earth. So the fact that he just like stopped training and he was able to master Super Saiyan 2, but he never really went beyond that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. He managed to defeat Boo, but I'm like, even having Boo show up means like he should have like continued to train, right? He should have like sought out other fucking forms of training. The Trunks part was awful, but I like the idea of a Renegade Kai. It was an interesting concept. The Renegade Kai, it was just executed. I don't disagree with you, right? A Renegade Kai was an interesting concept. That was Toyotaro doing his fan fiction, right? Because if you're not familiar, Toyotaro is the same, can't remember the name, the moniker he used back in the day, but if you're familiar with Dragon Ball AF, where it was supposed to be an April Fool's joke, and then there was a person who actually made a manga based off of it, right? Where, or they were doing a fan manga where it's like Goku has a mutant brother from space that was used that was made with Frieza's genes and also Goku's genes, and the evil bad guy was the Eastern Kai that was left to die. And so that was why she wanted to kill everybody, because she was mad that they abandoned her. That was his original concept, right? Was having a Renegade Kai. The Goku Black arc is just his version of that, because it's the same writer. The Toyotaro was Toyble. That was his name. Toyble. Wait, Toyble? Yeah, I think Toyble. I think Toyble was his original moniker when he was doing fan Dragon Ball shit. And then Shueisha actually brought him on, so he's the one who primarily does a lot of the Dragon Ball writing now, rather than Toriyama. Toriyama still comes in and fucks everything up every now and then, but I say hi JJ, hi. But anyway, that's where the whole Renegade Kai concept comes from. It's an interesting concept. It was just executed in the worst possible fucking way. And again, when you start to involve time travel and multiverse concepts and you do it in the worst way, I don't know. Like, I'm checked out from the beginning. And then it was just this like arbitrary going back and forth between time that they started to do because they were like, oh, let's go fight Goku Black. And oh no, he's too strong. So let's go back and train some more. Like, it was like, oh my God, like this is terrible. This is really, really awful. And then also the entire culmination of it was that Trunks didn't even get the win, right? Like, Trunks didn't even get to actually have the win. Trunks was just kind of there. Goku and Vegeta didn't even really get the win. They just brought in the worst character in the series, Zeno-sama, to just simply erase the character, which was really goofy and silly. And then the solution was, okay, well, now your timeline doesn't exist anymore. But I could send you back to a different point in your previous timeline. There'll just be two of you there. And they're like, yeah, that's fine. That'll be fine. And so they did that. And that was how that arc ended. And I remember thinking, I was like, Dragon Ball is bad, actually. Maybe Dragon Ball is bad, actually. Toyama fucks it all up sometimes to keep people on the toes. Also probably because he doesn't remember anything about his own series. True. Time travel and multiverse is some of the hardest concepts in all of storytelling to do well. Yeah, and Toriyama is not equipped to do them. So I thought when you said DB fanfic that you were going to talk about the one fanfic where they trap Goku in the time chamber, then he just trains out there for like 10 years out of time chamber time. Oh, I'm familiar with that one. I have never read it though. I know which one you're talking about. I've never read it though. And then he like comes back and he's evil, right? Like, isn't that the concept or whatever? Thank you for the stream, Spit. Isn't that the concept where he like comes back and he's evil? No, I was talking about Dragon Ball AF. There's interesting things you can do with Dragon Ball, but Super was not one of them. Super was paced. Super's biggest problem was its fucking pacing. And then, you know, that was only one of the many problems that it had. A lot of it was bad characterization. A lot of it was making it the Goku show, rehashing Vegeta's fucking arc for the third time, Gohan becoming completely worthless, all of the rest of the cast being completely irrelevant, making Krillin a fucking cop, doing even more housewife treatment to all the female characters, including Android 18. Bringing back 17 arbitrarily was weird too. And then also making him somehow as strong as Goku Blue and Golden Frieza didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Also that too, bringing back Frieza not twice, or not once, but twice. Bringing back Frieza twice and then also letting him go for no real apparent reason. Just a lot of stinky shit in Dragon Ball Super. It's just not good. Evil fucked up Goku be like, don't do it. We don't need to fight. I love you, son. True. Super's bigger problem was Super. True. Anyway. You remember this guy, don't you? So cool. I remember people being so fucking hyped up over let me see if I can find it. This Goku Frieza Tournament of Power. I could probably find it. It's probably going to be a screenshot because people think this is the coolest shit ever. They freaked out over 17, and it was goofy. It was fucking goofy. It didn't make any sense because they had established that androids can't fucking get stronger. That they're capped. That was something they had established in the series. That was their excuse for writing out 18, right? For like making 18 worthless. But somehow here comes 17, who's just been fucking on an island for the past 20 years doing nothing, and somehow he's as strong as Goku Blue and also Golden Frieza. It didn't make any fucking sense. It did not make any fucking sense. I turned my brain off to watch Super Dragon Ball originally, and it captivated me. I'm trying to find the frame that really makes me mad about this series. That really makes me mad. This right here. Sound of Freedom's producer got arrested for kidnapping. I did hear that. That's pretty funny. Also, hi Tiberius. This right here. This was the thing. This was the thing that people lost their minds over. Well, like at the climax of Dragon Ball Super, because these were the two dinguses that kind of forced the ending on Jiren and pushed him over the edge. This was fucking whack as hell. This fucking was whack as hell. And like, when I have to explain to people why it's whack as hell, they're just like, you don't like fun. And I'm like, this dude literally genocided his fucking race. Like, literally genocided his fucking race. He like literally genocided his fucking race, has killed his best friend at least once, has constantly threatened his own existence, let alone his fucking planets, like over and over and over. And now we're friends. Like, these two would never work together. Goku would never work with Frieza, and arguably vice versa. I could see Goku willing to work with Frieza. Frieza would never work with Goku, even if it was like an existential threat on the line. Frieza would never work with Goku. Like, I get Goku changes his enemies' minds, right? It's like that was a big part of like Vegeta's characterization. You can't do that with fucking Frieza. You cannot do it. Well, you can, but you can't do it the way you did it here. And it doesn't happen just within a quick scene of like, we gotta work together. Okay, monkey. And now you're best friends. Because that's how they fucking treat it. And like, allowing him to walk free after the Tournament of the Power was the goofiest shit I've ever seen this series do. I'll tell you, Philosophy. It was just really, 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 really awful. It was really, 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 really awful. Like, I don't know. Goku would team up with them if it gave them some gum and it means he could fight something strong. Goku would team up with Frieza. He wouldn't trust him, but he would team up with Frieza. But Frieza would never team up with Goku. Frieza would not do that. Based on our understandings of the character. But again, Tournament of Power didn't matter because we just needed to have characters doing shit and fighting each other. That was like literally the whole reason the arc happened. So it didn't really matter. Get out a little earlier. Have a good rest of stream and day, everybody. Bye, Vaughn. Thank you for hanging out. Enjoy falling down the Plinko machine. Anyway, bonk Plinko, true. Anyway, yeah, I hate Dragon Ball. I'm gonna keep eating it though. I fucking hate it though. Like having Frieza be the catalyst for Broly showing up after the fact was really, really not good. Really goofy, really silly. I don't really like Dragon Ball Super Broly either. I like old Broly, but I can understand that Super Broly is better. But the problem is that he's burdened by the reality of existing in Super. The only thing I have liked about Super was Superhero. I liked Superhero because Goku and Vegeta weren't in it. Goku and Vegeta, specifically Goku. Goku wasn't in it, so I could actually have some fun. It had problems. It was rife with fucking problems. Yeah, I actually like Dragon Ball Super Superhero because Piccolo was the main character, and Piccolo I feel like doesn't get a whole lot of shit to do often. So Piccolo getting to be the main character, getting to explore aspects of Namekian heritage that we haven't seen in a minute. Gohan was fine. Gohan Beast was just a recolor of Super Saiyan 2, and that's fine. It's fine. Having him fight Cell, it was all just fan indulgence on. Remember when Gohan was cool? Yeah, me too. And then that was kind of it. That was pretty much what it boiled down to, because it's like, you can do it. It doesn't meaningfully matter in a whole lot of ways because, I don't know, like, you're just rehashing the same fucking arc over again. You're just redoing the same fucking boss fight over again. I'm just going to rewatch GT for my Dragon Ball fix. I would recommend that. GT has a lot of problems, but I think GT is better than Super. I think GT is way better than Super, and Super Saiyan 4 is way cooler than fucking God or Blue or Ultra Instinct or any of the shitty fucking transformations that we got in fucking Super. It's better than Beast. At least Beast 2. I like Beast, if only it is a fucking recolor of Super Saiyan 2, but I like Beast because it's sort of like an indicator of giving everybody their own thing, right? It's kind of like how Piccolo got Piccolo Orange, Gohan got Gohan Beast. I like the idea of everybody. There's supposed to be They're supposed to be kind of like Goku's Ultra Instinct, Vegeta's Ultra Ego. I think they're meant to be representative of how everybody's going to get their own thing. I would love for the human characters to get their own things too. I think that would be cool. Yeah, I don't think it's funny that there was an oversight with SMP. I don't know. I feel like you're trying to justify. I don't know. Like, I don't want an excuse or context. I just don't want you to do it. And I don't know. I don't know if I need to elaborate that on that further, but like, I don't think there's anything funny about it. I don't think there's anything funny about it. PP joke. Hi, Jiggly. Hello. I can never get into any of the mainstream shonen action anime. They all just felt like silly assholes. Watch or read Hunter x Hunter, Damascus. I like Hunter x Hunter. I watched Bleach but regretted it. Bleach has aspects to it that are interesting, but Bleach is definitely not. The story in Bleach is not good. But read Hunter x Hunter or watch Hunter x Hunter. I think you'll like Hunter x Hunter. If you want a shonen that you'll actually care about, and it's not as long as One Piece, so there you go. Superhuman transformation, please. I want Yamcha and Krillin and Tien, like all those characters to have some like their own thing that they can do. Also, hi Oni, hi. I don't know why, but I can never really get into the tentpole anime franchises like DBZ, One Piece, Naruto, Bleach. Too much filler. When it comes to One Piece, like I disagree. I agree that the filler is not good. Which is why I recommend reading it. But I have friends that like that, might give it a go-to. But if you don't like the starting stuff, like if you don't like your starter deck shonens, I recommend Hunter x Hunter, because I think Hunter x Hunter is a little bit more of a blend of seinen and shonen. So if you're more used to like a higher level stuff and you don't want to go, as lowbrow as like a regular shonen series, then I think you can do something like Hunter x Hunter. Okay, hold on, Ace. Hunter x Hunter is my go-to for doing edgy, right? Yeah, exactly, because there's actual fucking reason for it, instead of just like, wow, wasn't that fucked up? Wow, wasn't that fucked up that what that guy did? All right, hold on. Whoa. I haven't used this model in a minute. Whoa. I'll check it out. I recommend it. Especially to watch it. Hold on. The 2011 anime was pretty solid. The way action was illustrated in the Bleach manga was brilliant, and the anime scrambled it. And yeah, the story's terrible. Yeah, true. Actual substance is super cerebral. That's the thing. Like, if you like JoJo, the cerebral aspect of JoJo, and I'm using cerebral with big quotation marks. You'll like Hunter x Hunter because it's actually cerebral. Like, JoJo is cerebral to the extent of like, Araki just misinterprets science enough until it works for what he's trying to do, which is fine because I think it's fun. But if you like actual cerebral shit, then you'll like Hunter x Hunter. Hashire sari yo kaze yo noni tsukimihara wo pararu. I gotta go shopping for other treats. I'll be lurking. Love you, Slug. Enjoy shopping for other treats. Bye, Dolly. Never seen JoJo. I like JoJo, but I know it's not for everybody. It's very fucking goofy. Also check out Madoka Magica. I like Madoka, but I do think Madoka isn't for everybody. I think if you are not in a particularly strong headspace, then I would not recommend Madoka, because Madoka can be very serial experiments lane. I like the ending. The ending is very hopeful until Rebellion, and that Rebellion kind of changes everything, and I hope there's eventually a sequel to Rebellion to where there is a more hopeful ending. But the original actual anime is very hopeful, and I like it. There's going to be a fourth movie. That's what I've heard, but Homura did everything wrong, actually. And I hope that the next movie is Homura getting popped in the mouth by Madoka with love. Reels are not really a weeb anymore. Generally can't remember the last anime I watched aside from rewatching Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, I agree. JoJo is super camp, and I think you would like it. JoJo is very, very camp, especially part 2. Like, I feel like Jaina would really, really like Joseph. Part 1 is a little bit of a slog, but then you get into fucking what do you call it? You get into fucking Dio, when Dio starts hitting his arc in part 1, and that's fun. That's pretty campy. But part two is where it's just like nothing but camp from the get-go. Joseph and the Stardust Crusaders, even if that drags on, is Giga Camp. Oh my god. Fucking part 3 sucks, but it is very campy. It is very campy. I fucking hate part 3 though. Hi, Juice. I love JoJo. I tried Hunter x Hunter and I could not get into it at all. Huh. Yeah, I guess it's not for everybody. I still occasionally watch Josei, but I just can't stomach most mainstream stuff. Parts 2 and part 4 are my favorites. Me too, J Mazem, me too. And I really liked part 7. I knew everybody was like, you're gonna love part 7, but whoa! Hi, Graham. Hi, Raiders. Hello. Hi, Lav. It's not really a new model. I just haven't used it in a while. Hi, Raiders. Hello. It's Slugmas, apparently. Happy Merry Christmas. Hi, Graham. Hi, Raiders. Welcome in. I hope you all had a good stream. What's going on? What were you doing? Marbles on stream. Were you doing? I assume you're doing politics today. I'm not really super politicsed up today. I'm not really in the headspace for it. So that's what you're looking for. Not really doing that today. We're just kind of chilling and chatting. But if you're looking for a comfy space to hang out, you're in the right spot. But I really appreciate the raid, and I hope y'all had a fun stream. Politics and marbles, very fun. And I love Grem. And chat, if you're not following Grem, make sure you go follow them. Shout out Gremlo. We were playing marbles at the end. Hi, Rohack. Hi, Laney. Hi, Cherry Make Stuff. Hi, Looney Luna. Hi, Environmental Fwog. Hi, JW. Hi, Zapbot. Hi, hi, Chronic Clownbee. Hi, Grimlock. Hello. Hi, everybody. Hi, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid, Grem. Hope you had a wonderful stream. Make sure you go take care of yourself. I know streaming is exhausting. Hi, Gremlins. If you don't know who I am, I'm the Love Slug. I'm a Slug Boy VTuber. My pronouns are he, him. I am a femboy. I don't always look like this little Padoru creature here. Let me show you what I normally look like. I normally look like this. This is what I normally look like. Normally I look like this. And I do talk about politics. I wouldn't consider myself really like a politics streamer in the same way that like Graham and Tofu are, where they do like news reacts and stuff. It's more of like when the moment hits and I get stun locked on something. That's what we call them. We call them stun locked. Yeah, and I also have this. You might recognize me from this. You might recognize this model too. Occasional leftist rants. Yeah, true. We're also very, 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 very queer here. We're also very queer. So that's primarily what I talk about more often than anything is queer advocacy. But yeah, this is the Slasan model. You might be familiar with this. You might be familiar with this. Also, hi Yogi. Let me make sure you got the role. If you didn't, I'll just add you. Oh, I assume that's you, Yogi. Whoa.
Oh, that's so disgusting,
it didn't work.
dude.
Whoa. No, that was a while ago. I don't know who that is. Whoa. That might have been the shitter from earlier, actually. Yeah. I'm not a snail. You're a snail. The slime has muscles. Sometimes I can change shape a little bit arbitrarily. Huh. Gupple DM Kyria. You should be able to if you feel up to it. If not, I'll DM Kyria after stream. Also, hi Chronic Clownbee. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Sorry, I just saw that in the mod chat. But yeah, we had a shitter earlier, so that's probably who was coming in. Bonicula live. Oh, hello. It's the slug. Hi, Bonicula. Welcome. I was showing off my Slason model. Slugs are just one big muscle that crawls on the ground. True. Also, hi, Lily Roo. But yes, sometimes I can look like Slason. And then when I don't look like Sazan, it's very off-putting, right? Because now my head looks way too big. Now my head looks way too big, right? Now my head looks way too big. But right now, because it was redeemed, I have a bunch of different models that you can redeem. So now we're gonna go back to that one. Cool. Why the political tag? Because I do get political. I talk about politics. I talk about leftist politics on a pretty regular basis. Been doing it today, even though I didn't particularly want to get into it today, because everything is political. This might be shocking or scary to you to hear, but everything is political. Everything is political. Some existences are political, funny enough. Simply by existing as a bisexual, as a queer little weirdo, my existence is political. So everything is political. Mainly the trans folks in my chat are have their existence politicized, whether they like it or not. So it's something I talk about on a regular basis. Talk about the politics of being a slug boy. No, politics, those are about power. No, everything is political. Everything is political. Everything has political context, especially because if you want to, even not just talking about like identity and representation, if you're talking about resources and the distribution of resources and the access to resources, things like housing and fucking food. These are all things that have been politicized. They shouldn't be political, but everything is. Everything is political except for one of my favorite animes. It's called One Piece. True. Yeah, my favorite apolitical anime, One Piece. Because we all live in a political, we all live in a political world. Politics. Yeah, exactly. Autism and ADHD is political because it's counterculture and goes against societal norms. Yeah, the only reason you would consider something to not be political is if you are white and cis and het and probably male. Then you are existing in a reality where you don't think things are political because you are the political norm. You don't have to actively fucking engage with any of those things because those are what are considered the societal norm, even though they're not normal by any standard other than an arbitrary application by white supremacy and capitalism. These are things that actively need to be destroyed. These constructs need to be torn down. Capitalism exists solely to create profit for an exploitative billionaire class. And it serves white supremacy at the end of the day. It's why they work hand in hand at the end of the day and go together. So again, if you consider yourself apolitical, you're not apolitical. You just never have meaningfully engaged with it. Stunlock? A little bit. You politicize my only femboy. No, I'm gonna starve. True. Hi, Dang Nabbit. My favorite non-political anime is Full Alchemist, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. True. Can't believe they added politics to my slug boy VTuber. True. Also, hi, Ellie Cartoons. Welcome. She's stunned on my lock till I'm not trying to get super stun locked today. Just because my brain has been soup the past few days, so I'm not, Yogi, you might need to, it doesn't matter. Fuck it, it doesn't matter. I got you. You gotta add the 0 to it, but it's fine. I got you. I gave you the roll. My favorite non-political anime series, Gundam. True. Matt Walsh doing an If Thomas Jefferson Were Still Alive. I don't wanna do that shit. I'm not looking to do political reacts today. I'll talk about like baseline propaganda stuff. Which is what I'm doing right now, explaining how everything is political, explaining how being queer is political, explaining how white supremacy and capitalism are so pervasive, but I don't really give a shit about what a fucking grifter is up to. I think Matt Walsh should fucking redacted and a fucking redacted and redacted fucking redacted, right? Like I don't give a fuck about these people. I just want them fucking gone. I'm not interested in fucking soy reacting to that shit today. Like dunking is fun, but it also requires some of like the mental stamina on my part, and I don't have it today. So this is not a politics stream. This is a femboy slug stream. True. My favorite anime in general is DBZ. I mean, you're welcome to like it. I like DBZ. I wouldn't call it my favorite. I think there's a lot better series out there to consume. Personally, my favorite animes are Gurren Lagann and Cowboy Bebop, respectively, for different reasons. Streamer, why do you have the politics tag? Yeah. I feel like if you've been here for like longer than an hour, you would understand why I have my politics tag, right? Because like I just try and cover the concept of every political aspect of reality. I'm not like the other VTubers, is Peepo Shy, right? I'm not like the other girls. I'm different, right? I talk about shit that they're afraid to, or rather things that they might not necessarily understand. I don't think that everybody who is unequipped to talk about these things should. I also think that you should express that your space is not friendly to fucking centrists or people who believe that debating on somebody's fucking identity is something that's allowed to be done, right? But a lot of VTubers tend to take that approach, right? That everybody's entitled to their opinion. And they're not. Fascists are not entitled to their fucking opinions. Fascists are entitled to a redacted on a redacted. This is VTubing evolved, friends. True. You're not dealing with the average VTuber anymore. Thomas Jefferson said that. Did you enjoy watching the Boston Cop slide video? I did. It was very funny watching a hog fall down a fucking slide. That was very entertaining to me. It was very amusing to me. Thomas Jefferson was alive today. I would redact it with a redacted true. Cowboy Bebop, Trigun, Fully Cooley, Bible Black, and Ergo Proxy are my top 5. That's wild that Bible Black is unironically in your top 5, but also it kind of tracks for you, Jaina. I'm not gonna lie. Updated version. What is this? What is this? What is this? Oh. 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 I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. I'll probably check it out later though. Oh, the cop slide. I'm memeing a bit into that one. Whoa. I actually got a headache arguing with someone who kept claiming that Gundam doesn't actually have any of those themes and was actually non-political. Gundam is inherently about the evils of war and how war is inextricably fucking tied to imperialist fucking desires, usually from a fucking exploitative fucking millionaire, billionaire fucking class. It's about labor. Yeah, it's about the exploitation of fucking labor. And it's about how fucking like it's self-serving and nobody benefits from it. 2 audio files, the Tech Time channel on Discord made the voices and used copy pasta to test them. Wait. Made the voices and used a copy pasta to test them. Oh, okay, I'll check it out later. No, it's about cool robots. Yeah. I prefer non-political anime like Akira. Yeah. Kind of, it's just about big robots that go pew 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 pew. Again, but like this is the sentiment that people have though when it comes to like video games and shit. They'll be like, I don't like politics. This is a no politics stream, and then they proceed to like boot up fucking Call of Duty, and I'm like, yeah, good, okay, sure. Labor exploitative is the literal reason for the Universal Century Wars. Yeah, it's like, it's the reason for every fucking major conflict in a Gundam series. Like when people think that media can't be political if it's cool. Like, again, when you exist in a reality where you think you are the default, right? Where you understand you are the default, even if you don't understand the connotations behind you being the default, being white and male and cis and het, and you don't actively have to engage with the fucking marginalization that other groups experience, then you're gonna perceive things that dabble into those other aspects. Like maybe poor people aren't, poor because of a moral failing, and maybe we should help them. Maybe war happens not because it's just a natural conflict that humans choose to engage with, but because of the vested interest of fucking imperialists who subject the innocent to those conflicts to drive profit for themselves. Maybe these are things that you should think about. And then when like they have to like think about that harder than like just even a mild second, they're like, oh no, it's political, you ruined it. But more often than not, the average person who calls something political it's when there's like a woman or a black person. And they're like, you made it political, you ruined it. That's what the average fucking VTuber or streamer will do. I don't care for politics, says the man whose favorite series is Metal Gear Solid, yeah. My favorite non-political game series, COD. No recontextualized American war crimes here, true. My favorite thing about the newer COD games too is pinning actual American war crimes on the bad guys in the game, which is usually like Russia or the Taliban or whatever. and they're like, yeah, they fucking killed a bunch of civilians. It's like, actually, that's something America did. That's literally a war crime America committed, and you're making the bad guy do it to make them seem bad. That's something America actually did. Think that anything have to do with cishet dudes having main character syndrome? Yeah, maybe, possibly. I like how people think that media can't be politics if it's cool. I write, Russia did it, liar. We still do the war crimes. True, yeah, we're still doing the war crimes right now. We're still doing them right now. All of these conflicts that we've ever created for ourselves, right, that we need to go police the world on, they've all been created by the United States. Most of them fucking drawing back to Reagan. Reagan was one of the worst people to ever exist, and the only good thing he ever did was fucking die. It's good. I like how main character goes from, oh, war is a human nature thing, and then realizes that the source is just a few people that need to be redacted. Yeah, it's a good thing, right? And again, like, you could make the argument like, well, this is still media that's being consumed under capitalism, so it's bad. So it's not making any like meaningful point. But if it radicalizes you, then it is making a meaningful point, that it is doing its job, right? You can have radical fucking media be consumed under a broken system like capitalism to help radicalize you against the nature of believing in the evils and lies that capitalism fucking perpetuates, right? And it can come in the most bizarre places, right? We were talking about this before, like having something like Barbie being a radicalizing moment for a lot of people. I think it's fucking pog. I think it's great. Having people recognize that, like, no, patriarchy is fucking something that dominates our world, and it goes hand in hand with white supremacy and capitalism. Like, it's baby's first feminism, but sometimes you need a baby's first feminism, right? Sometimes you need that introductory level until you can even get into the higher level stuff, right? And that's why I'm here, right? So kind of the long version of this rant is why do you have a politics tag? Well, because I talk about politics and I do a propaganda. I do leftist propaganda. I try and radicalize people into believing that we can have a better world, and that capitalism is evil and that it needs to be destroyed, and that white supremacy is pervasive and we need to actively fight against it by being anti-racist. And that you can't give up hope, that it's not all gloom and doom, that you shouldn't take the black pill, that you should keep fighting, because fighting is all we've got left. All we have is each other and community and hope. And that's what we've got to stick with. And that's what we've got to use as a tool to keep pushing back. These bastards will not live forever. Capitalism will not last forever. We are creating concepts and ideas that will outlive us. We're planting the trees that we will never get to sit in the shade of, but future generations will get to benefit from. That's why I have a politics tag, because I like to talk about this stuff. I saw an article that speculated that the media during the Reagan administration never challenged him because of the assassination attempt, like it made them go easy on him. Man, I wish it would have worked. Also, hey, Zayday, thank you for the follow. Shit in the shade of trees. True. Politics tag doesn't mean to debate blood sports and being a jackass. Sometimes we just vent and help each other. Yeah, and when people come in here with the expectation that I'm going to debate them, that's not the intention. Also, Mama Hen, hi. I hope they're doing okay. Planting a tree that I hope grows through a billionaire's mansion. Yeah. Keep saying this. Remember that Lenin didn't think he'd live to see the revolution. True. And I think that people can change their perspectives, right? And I don't mean to. I'll call you out if you're okay with it. But we have a couple people, like Hench said, I radicalized them. We have a couple people in here who did not believe in the radical concepts that I talk about now. Did a rightoid show up here today? No, I think it was earlier there was somebody who got banned. I don't know if they were a reactionary weirdo. Bye Vamp. I hope you have a good day at Worm. I gotta go get ready for Worm. Have a good day, everybody. Get some good sleep tonight. So thanks, Lycan, and good luck at Worm. What was I gonna talk about? There's people that have changed their minds in this community alone, right? That have opened their ideas, opened themselves to the ideas and concepts that I'm talking about. So I think people can be saved and can start to change their perspective. I'm also not interested in debating, right? So like, I'm not going to debate people. I'm not going to humor people, depending on how far gone they are. If you come in here with the intention of telling me like the things I believe are wrong, I couldn't fucking care less, right? Like, because I know what I believe is right. I'm not interested in fucking debating. I know what I believe in is right, because what I believe in at the end of the day is that everybody should have their basic needs met. I believe that housing is a right. I believe that fucking food is a right. I believe that healthcare is a right. Everybody should have access to these things, right? Like nobody should have to fucking justify getting access to these things. And the only reason that we have a fucking limited supply of them is because of an arbitrary limit on them by capitalists who want to generate profit off of them. We have enough resources for everybody. So that's not something I'm going to debate. So I think people come in here expecting a debate sometimes, and the thing you can debate is my fucking scrote. I'm not gonna fucking debate you. Thank you for the spit. It's true, a gay ass slug made me a commie. True. What's your opinion on the CCP? Yeah. Justify your happiness to me? No. One of these things is not like the other. Also, I spy a fellow Ergo Proxy enjoyer. I don't think I've ever watched Ergo Proxy. Can you explain what the slug chug is? The slug chug is a bottle that I found in an article of how to get rid of slugs. It was how to get rid of slugs, which is why the slug on it has its eyes X'd out. So it's like a beer concoction that's meant to keep slugs out of your garden. And I thought it was funny because it looks like cum. So I added it here too. So don't drink from it. Don't drink from it because you'll get sick probably. Especially if you're a slug. I honestly did think it was cum. It sure does look like cum, but it's like a concoction to keep people or keep slugs out of your garden. And you too can keep things out of your view. You can keep Twitch ads out of your Twitch stream, but you don't need a slug jug for that. You need a Twitch subscription for $5 or a Prime subscription for free by connecting your Y -2 because I flubbed it with a Twitch cum jar. Because I flubbed it a little bit. I change. Whoa. Thank you for gifting us up to Slug Chug. This is a free to play stream though. I usually just kind of pause the vibes when the ads are happening. I just like to let y'all know when the ads are happening, and the ads are happening. The segue was weak and you flubbed it. Shut up. Hi Stargazer. Is there anything more white trash than going to a grocery store and only buying cigarettes? Huh? What do you mean? What do you... I'm in a bad mood today. Elaborate. Why do you think that somebody indulging in a fucking habit that has been fucking burdened onto them by fucking capitalism to help them fucking cope is something to call somebody white trash? Because again, are you going to have the same fucking ire for a person of color who goes and does it? Like, do you have that same ire for somebody who's black and goes in to only buy cigarettes? Like, that's a weird fucking thing to say. Thank you for the Biddleys, but that's a weird fucking thing to say. I'm in a bad mood today. And I'm not here for it. I'm not tolerating it. Pickle! Congrats on the 777777777. They might not be able to hear you. We'll fucking just venting a bit. Venting about what? No. Venting about what? How is that venting about anything? Venting about what? Because how does that justify what you said? Pickle, thank you for the gift of the 2 subs that you got. Paul Squall and Toxic Chalky. Thank you. Slug, are you stoked? Work. I work at a grocery store. Okay. You have to understand. You should understand then that these are people that are closer to you than you are to any fucking concept of fucking wealth. Like, fuck, man, I don't know. Maybe somebody can fucking put this into better words for me than that, because I'm fucking angry now. Priming Slug Gal. My scores are mostly arbitrary. We're closer to that white trash billionaire or the white trash than we are to a billionaire. Yeah, exactly. Like you are that white trash. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you are white trash, right? Like, by the standard of what white trash is categorized in this country, because white trash is an arbitrary concept made up by the fucking ruling class, meant to fucking separate us, right? To stoke class divide. You are that person, right? You are that person. You might do things different. You might fucking consume different things, but you have your own things that you consume that other people will think is bad and silly. and that will judge you for it, right? Like when I go to the store to buy things that I find fucking comfort in, the fucking various vices that I engage with. I might not get fucking categorized as white trash, but I'll get categorized as the F slur, right? Because of the things that I'm consuming, because the things that I like. So they'll be like, that's pretty F slurry of you to buy them. So you're doing the same thing. And it's not as bad, but you're doing the same thing by thinking that, yeah, I get it. If a customer treated you poorly, you can vent about it without using class warfare stuff. Yeah, exactly. That person is bad. If they treated you poorly, you can be mad at them for being rude and being an awful person. It has nothing to do with their fucking economic status, or their race for that matter. That comment weren't the vibe, bestie. Yeah. Slugger, you stoked for the Junji Ito series coming to Adult Swim? I am. I actually still need to watch the trailer thingy on stream because I saw a little bit of a snippet for it and I didn't get to see or their desire to smoke. Yeah, exactly. And I don't condone smoking. I grew up around it and I don't like it. Like people are allowed to indulge in their vices, right? Because at the end of the day, if we can't enjoy the fucking horse shit that we're subjected to under capitalism, then what's the fucking point? I need to watch the Junji Ito thing. Maybe I'll watch it on stream. I'm ready to go tonight. There's a party, all right. We don't need reason, but I don't know what this is. Oh, this is the lyrics to your Friday night. Oh, true. Also, hi Havoc. Got an Air Force ad, no military nar. Nicotine addiction's no joke. Sometimes people just go to the store for only cigs because they're not the headspace to deal with withdrawal symptoms. Yeah, exactly. Like you don't know what that person's going through, man. Like you don't know what that person's dealing with. With their desire to smoke. It can be very annoying to be subjected to secondhand drugs like cigarette smoke. Also a sensory nightmare, but smokers in general are equally a victim of capitalism preying on people's addictions. Yeah, 100%. Or a boomer, because at least for me, when I was doing it was retail, it was always the boomers who were the most horrible. That was usually who was fucking awful to me. Like when I was doing retail, it was not people of my own fucking like age group who were fucking terrible. More healthy to identify the specific behavior you want to complain about instead of using a term that has discriminatory connotations behind it. Right. Yeah, exactly. Back from ads. Welcome back. As a smoker, yeah, withdrawal is a turbo nightmare. And it's not something to chastise. As somebody who is an addict, right? Like I never got into cigarettes, but I'm an alcoholic and I'm 5 years sober, 5.5 years sober now, almost 6. But it's not easy. And it's something you will always struggle with. It's something you will always have to fucking do. So to like chastise people for struggling with that. I appreciate you calling me out on kinds of things that don't cross my mind under normal conditions. I want people I call friends respect me to keep me from falling too hard into assholery. Yeah, I get it. And I'm sorry I'm in a shitty mood. I haven't had the best week, so like I'm not in the best headspace today. And that's kind of categorizing my tone with a lot of things, but it's more about just thinking before you say something. Give it a little bit more thought, and maybe this will give you the opportunity to think about like the next time you think about like when somebody makes you mad, right, or when somebody makes you frustrated. Because I get it, when you're working retail or when you're working in a situation like that, you can very much start to categorize anybody who is coming there, right, as a hindrance to you because you don't want to be there, right? But also what you need to understand is it's not their fault that you're there. It's capitalism's fault, right? Like it is when you start to get frustrated with the situation that you're in and that you're being subjected to, remember that those people are probably being fucking subjected to similar situations. They're just trying to get their groceries and go fucking home. They're not the problem. We are not each other's problem. We all have more things in common than we don't, right? The issue is the ruling class that subjects us to these positions and puts us in these positions where we are toiling away to not even make enough to live, right? Like that's who your ire should be on. So hopefully it gives you a little bit more pause to kind of step back into that. White trash are just often normal people who can't afford much. They're working class. You're in the same boat as the rest of us. There are many people who are white trash who might even be open to leftist politics, is explained correctly. True. There's a lot of, the average person you would consider quote unquote white trash is probably just white working class. And it's somebody who can have their mind changed about like, it's not the fucking black folks and the queers that are the reason that you're miserable. It is capitalism, and have their mind changed to that shit. Congrats on maintaining your sobriety. Thank you. We shouldn't treat people badly for age either. I had the pleasure of meeting a 97-year-old socialist once. That's true. That's fair. Ageism is not particularly good. I also think it's TOS, so I would never encourage it. But yeah, no. I think a lot of it too is categorized by individual experiences with specific types of people that can start to shape your mindset about it. But that's not necessarily a good thing. Older people always complain about kids these days being disrespectful, but it's always the boomers treating me like shit at customer service. No, that's how it was for me. You got worse RNG than I did. I will now point and laugh at you. That's kind of what that boils down to. I understand I tend to speak first and think later, and you probably shouldn't. You should think before you speak, I think. Try not to fall into this trap. Generational division is one of the tools to reduce solidarity. No, it's a good point, Rohawk. Sometimes I'm literally anxious that since if these customers would physically assault me if they had the chance. No, I think that's a genuine fear, right? Because I think with a lot of them, the older they are, I think a lot of them have genuine lead poisoning that has started to kind of like impact their capacity for empathy, and their capacity for like self-control. So like they have a more violent tendency to react to things. Like I'm memeing, but I'm also not memeing, right? Like I think what we're seeing with a lot of older folks is like the genuine consequences of lead poisoning. So like, I think the fear of being subjected to violence by some of these people is genuinely fair. When I catch myself losing empathy just from the fatigue of the expectation of perpetual productivity. Yeah, no, I do that shit all the time too. And I have to check myself. And that's really what it is. It's kind of why we're talking about this conversation. It's about checking your privilege, right? It's about checking the privilege that you have that would allow you to have a perspective on these types of things. Like, why would you otherize a person that you're engaging with? Maybe they annoyed you, right? Maybe they annoyed you, but are you annoyed at the group that you're otherizing them into? Are you annoyed because they're black? Because that doesn't seem like something you would want to do. You're probably annoyed because they were rude, right? You're probably annoyed because they were rude or they were short with you, but none of their economic situation or their race or their gender or their sexuality have any sort of impact on their capacity to be rude. They're rude because they're a rude person, right? Glasses. Let's see. Cool. No one really deserves to be downtrodden. There's a lot of struggles going on. Even people we dislike deserve the same benefits we should have. As much as I hate them, right? As much as I hate them because of the things they do and the things they subject other people to, the disaffected who actively vote for people like Ron DeSantis, right? To go out and sow more suffering. I think even those people deserve to have their basic needs met, right? Because I think if they did have their basic needs met, they wouldn't be so goddamn awful. They wouldn't fall for the trick of like, oh, it's the queers, that's why I'm miserable. Like, if they could afford housing, if they could afford food, they wouldn't be so goddamn miserable and they wouldn't be so goddamn hateful. That's what I believe. That said, you have to be critical of people. Like, you don't let people get away with bigotry, right? You don't let people get away with discrimination. But I also do think that there is nuance to it, right? Nuance to why they got to that place, and it's something that's worth understanding. Meet people where they're at. Don't let them get away with the bigotry, but meet people where they're at. Notice a big trend. I don't know why it's like this, but I don't think I've ever had someone in their 30s be rude to me. Saw a TikTok of a woman realizing she's more lower class bosh people than millionaire class white people, and talking about how we are all working class at the end of the day. She was just beginning to realize it. Yeah. And those lived experiences are what can change your perspective. Being a retail worker is significantly more dangerous than being a cop, as far as I know. Oh, it is. Yeah. Being a cop is not a dangerous job. Well, relatively rather. It's like the 17th most dangerous. You're more likely to fucking lose your life being a pizza worker, pizza delivery person than you are a cop. Cops are fucking pieces of shit. They don't serve any benefit. That's the difference too, is pizza delivery people are actually providing a service. Cops aren't doing anything meaningful. Cops are just simply fucking harassing other people and protecting capital and white supremacy. That's literally all cops do. Very true. A lot of that can be tracked back to the one guy, I forgot his full name, but his surname is Midge, who leaded our gasoline and invented CFCs. Yeah, and I don't think it's the end-all be-all, right? But I think it's a big part of it. I don't remember any of the asshole boomers who treat me like shit in retail. I always remember the boomer man who came in every day, every few days, just happy to be alive and left the store telling everyone to have a blessed day. That's very sweet, J-Masm, and I think that's a good perspective to have, right? I know it's easier said than done some days, but looking at the positive rather than wallowing in the negative will have a lot of benefit for your mental health, right? It'll have a lot of benefit for your perspective on the world too, and it'll keep you from falling into that trap of hating other people when they're just trying to get by in the same way you are. Because people grew up in different cultural times. I feel like boomers get really mad about young people struggling financially because they had it way easier growing up in a better economy. Again, you're not wrong, but these are also generalizations that we should not let ourselves get caught up in, right? We shouldn't let ourselves get caught up in the generalizations of like all older folks do this, because it's the same as the generalizations that they make about all younger folks do this. Yes, they have their cultural differences that implemented behind them, but I've started getting through to my mom in some of these aspects. So like, it's not again, as a general group, you can apply these concepts, but it does not discredit the capacity to change an individual's perspective, which is literally what I do, right? Like that's literally what I do when I'm doing propaganda on this stream. We sort of live in a time when folks will drop racially, economically, generationally, whatever charged pejoratives when they really meant to say fucking asshole, and it takes a bit of work to deprogram that. We were talking about this the other day, right? About how I don't want to use stupid or idiot anymore. I don't want to use ableist language. And some people might think that's like, well, that's a bridge too far. Like, it's stupid and idiot. Everybody says that. And it's like, just because everybody says that doesn't mean we should, right? Because they do have fucking horrible connotations that they were fucking laden into our society with. So I'm actively trying to deprogram that shit from my rhetoric. I slip up a lot still. It's going to take a lot of time, but I'm actively trying to get rid of stupid and idiot in the same way that I fucking removed the F slur and the R slur from my vernacular. I grew up in the 90s where those things were normalized. And the argument that was made when people were like, hey, maybe we shouldn't use these words anymore, is that, well, we've always used them. It'd be too hard to stop using them. So like when the majority of people are confronted with the concept of like, hey, maybe we shouldn't say stupid and idiot, if your only response is like, well, I always have, and it's going to be too hard to stop, like, you're doing the same thing. And again, I don't expect you to figure it out overnight. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of time, but you have to at least try. The intention is to at least try. And that says more about where you stand, right? So that's what I'm actively trying to do. Rodswords, thank you for the resub. Thank you for the 18 months. Hi. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Young people fucking mobile. It's a point of unrecognized privilege. Boomers had an easier time in life. They're generally not aware of just how much harder it is for younger people, and some people are just complete assholes about it. See similar behaviors in some younger people with rich parents, for example. Exactly. True. And I think that too, like a lot of boomers will be dead by the time it is the consequences, like they have to face the consequences of their unchecked privilege, right? But some of them will live long enough to see the consequences of what they have done, right? Like the consequences of climate change and the consequences of a broken housing system, and the consequences of voting for people like Reagan and allowing Reagan to do whatever the fuck he wanted, right? Cop is dangerously, especially with the cop eating slide roaming around. True. Pizza delivery driver is more dangerous than a cop, than crust line brother. True. The only danger facing cops is other cops. Yeah, especially if you're a cop dog. I meant black, not Bosch. Sorry, typo. aka realizing race doesn't matter and that class is what matters. True, but and I'd have to see the TikTok to know like the nuance of it, and I don't know if that's one of the ones you sent me. I haven't watched any of them yet, but there's a dangerous line that you could cross when, and it's something you have to be very mindful of, especially as a white leftist. And a lot of white leftists really make this mistake a lot of times, Hassan, where if you start to do class reductionism, right, where you start to discredit the struggles of a marginalized class, right, or a marginalized group rather, like black folks, and reduce it all to being like, well, it's all class struggle. You are being disingenuous, and you're also doing a racism, because those those are aspects that still impact how we engage with our society. And so, like, while actively improving the conditions between race or between class, like we're reducing the exploitation of the fucking billionaire class, obliterating capitalism, right, can improve these things, there are still racial connotations to how each of those groups manage to fucking navigate a society, right? Like the fact that I'm even able to talk about these things with a certain level of like objectivity is due to my privilege, right? As a white fucking man, right? Like as a white man, I'm able to discuss some of these things with a little bit more objectivity because it's not something that I'm experiencing as much on a personal level, right? Whereas some people, their lived experience is the consequences of fucking white supremacy that is derivative of that capitalism. Yeah, like I see some of y'all saying, intersectionality is important. And I think if you discredit it and disregard it, then you're doing yourself a disservice, and you're doing a disservice to the concept of leftism. I think a lot of white leftists have a problem with that a lot. So I'd be curious to see that TikTok, but I also hope that they understand there's more nuance to it. Like they can't lose the entire plot. At some point, even if boomers have a reason for thinking the way they do, I run out of patience for them. I tried so fucking hard to explain to my parents why I struggle so much in this economy, and they just don't get it through their heads. And that's a failure of them on a personal level, right? That's a failure of them on a personal level. Ray, hi Ray. Ray, I was making fun of you earlier. Hi Ray, I love you. Hi, thank you for the resub. Thank you for the 3 months. Thank you. There he is, chat. The one who likes Sanji. Get his ass. Whoa. Get his ass. Damascus. I understand you're getting upset. And maybe it's important to take a step back, but something to recognize with that is like your parents failing to understand those things. It's less about them being boomers, and it's more about their personal unwillingness to choose to understand those things. Whoa! Thank you for doing another hype train. Thank you for the other hype train. Thank you for the second hype train. Thank you. This is my hype train tongue. Whoa. Hi, I'm a slug. Whoa. Here, let me catch up on chat really quick. Let me mute this. Oh, let me mute this. There we go. Is Nimrod still allowed? I think Nimrod has problematic connotations. When I worked as a cashier, a lovely military lesbian couple would come by, and they were my fave customers. True. I've had zero trouble stopping using stupid or dumb and stuff. I don't think I've actually depended on them a lot. There's plenty of better words. Here's a bunch of words that I wrote down. I keep it on hand. To reference. Cop slide is so funny. True. Have you seen the Tony Hawk edit where the cop just goes back and forth between the slide and a mirror image, but it's the ska music? I did see that one. It made me laugh. Shit, I'm late. Hi, Carly. Welcome in. They go hand in hand. I think the correct term should be that race shouldn't exist. Correct term that race shouldn't exist? I need you to elaborate because I'm not sure I understand. Weird case because its meaning being watered down from the original was used. Yeah. And any politics has material precedence, and we shouldn't let the neo-lib bastardization of it poison our perspective of it. Very well said, Giuseppe. Hi, Ray. Hello. By the way, we don't talk about the concept of intersectionality enough. Yeah, especially because most of the fucking conversations about leftism on the online spaces are dominated by fucking white people, and those white people usually speak over black and black folks and other marginalized groups. Not to say all of them do, but it is a common occurrence. Making fun of me earlier, I won. Is your sub alert from Dragon Quest? Yeah, a bunch of my alerts are from Dragon Quest. Thank you for the Bit.ly rock. Thank you for the hype train. Thank you for the hype train. Thank you for the slut train. People that just feel about a minority doesn't make you impervious to hurting other minorities. True. Wait, what did Jaina say? Some clown on Blue Sky was saying, I'm glad we dropped bombs on Japan because if America didn't, I personally wouldn't be alive. And like, girl, respectfully, you're not worth 2 cities being vaporized. Huh? Girl, what? What? That is the worst take I've ever read. That might be one of the worst takes I've ever read. Imagine losing the plot so hard that you focus yourself above entire cities of other people. Like, holy shit, you have absolutely, you're a leftist? Hold up, you're a leftist? Are you a leftist? Some white trans leftist been showing their whole ass on Blue Sky and not in the fun way, to be clear. That you're a leftist and you think you're more important than an entire fucking multiple cities of people? Girl, what? The bombs weren't even necessary. Yeah, like, that's not even factually true, for starters. For starters, it's not even factually fucking true. But also, what a wild fucking... Let's pretend it is, right? Let's pretend that it even is. Like, you're not more important. You're not more important, homie. You need to... Goddamn, like, I don't say this often, but read theory. Jesus Christ, read theory. Log the fuck off. Touch grass. I'm still catching up on chat. Just went over last night how one of particular eugenicists invented terms like moron, imbecile, feeble-minded, and others to try and get Carter to understand this issue. He just said no law when I wanted to share the info. I'm not familiar with who Carter is, but that's really disappointing that they were just no law. Yeah, like, again, I think I'm less frustrated with somebody who struggles with still saying stupid or idiot or moron or any of these words than with somebody who, when confronted with, like, hey, these are really ableist terms and we should try and, you know, remove them from our vernacular. And their response to that is just, right? Like, if that's your immediate response, you're like, that's dumb. Like, I have, that's very telling of you as an individual, right? Like, I have more respect and patience for you if you're like, I never thought about it. It's going to be really hard for me to do, but I'll do my best. You're right. That's a good point. And I'll try. But if your immediate response is, duh, that's dumb. Like, okay, well, thanks for showing your whole ass, I guess. Thank you, Bean. Good kill. I didn't even get to see it. I didn't even get to read it. Wow. Slug is a leftist? True. The bombs weren't even necessary? True. Yippee! Whoa. Entire cities and the fallout from fucking over more cities? Yeah, and just like the intergenerational fucking consequences of it? Like, absolutely not. Spaced out like 2 seconds. Somebody on Blue Sky being cringe. I'm glad I don't see that kind of stuff. It would make me angry. There's a lot of it. I saw the whole bombing justification. People's reactions were weird too. A lot of people supporting it. I don't know who originally posted it because I already had them blocked, which is interesting, right? Because the only people I block on Blue Sky are the people who annoy me or the people who during the posting strike were actively like just disregarding it, right? And just like continuing to like post ass and shit. Like just being like, oh, whatever, I'm just gonna keep lewd posting. Like I'm just having fun. Those were a lot of people I blocked during that fucking period. So I probably blocked them because of that. If they hadn't shown their whole ass prior and now they are, probably, which is, you know, it's funny how those things link up, right? No one is worth more than 200,000 lives. If you don't understand that, you're not even close to being a leftist. Yeah, you're just a reactionary with a different coat of paint, which is what a lot of fucking quote-unquote leftists are, right? A lot of them are just reactionaries with a different fucking aesthetic. It's cool that you can post and fucking, like, you pose in black block with your fucking automatic rifle and you talk about, you know, Marx is my daddy while posting your dick. Like, cool, dude. Like, I'm happy for you. You have not meaningfully engaged with any fucking intersectionality. You have not meaningfully engaged with any of what it means to actually be a leftist, and you need to log the fuck off and stop LARPing. I don't know if Nimrod was a bad connotation because he uses an insult from Looney Tunes, where Bugs Bunny called Nimrod Omer Fudd that, but it's a biblical reference to Nimrod, who was a hunter in the Old Testament. It was adopted, meaning something else. I don't know, it might just be defensive on stuff from Bugs Bunny because that was my childhood. I mean, Bugs Bunny... We were talking about Maroon the other day, right? And how I liked using Maroon because it was a good substitution for moron, but turns out it's a racial term. So Bugs Bunny has done quite a few things. So even worse is when they derive pleasure out of getting angry at them for saying ableist slurs. Yeah, that just tells me like you're not a good person, right? Like you're just a bad person. If you're gonna sit here and I'm gonna be like, hey, yeah, like don't say stupid or idiot, like or like I'm trying to not say stupid and idiot and somebody's like, that's stupid, like you're just an asshole. Like I don't know what to tell you. It's been pretty easy, to be honest. You pointing it out made me think about it and be mindful of it. I slip up, but I notice when I do, and I try to do better next time. Same. And that's what I do. And I mean, that's how I deprogram some of the other rhetoric from my language, the F slur, the R slur, that type of shit. Like it's as simple as that, right? And it's he had Neon Death, same. I try not to use that one either. I got through to someone about Stupid Idiot by saying that they seemed like they were interpreting the request as being bad faith and that it was a reactionary response. Yeah, like if you're reacting to this like by dismissing my criticisms of ableism as being like bad faith, like I don't know what to tell you. Like that's you not wanting to actively engage with this shit. So thread with you in, and honestly, I think y'all were talking past each other, but I know you had a good intent. Yeah, I think I saw Frostby responding to somebody, but they were blocked, so I don't know what the context was. It happened like 3 minutes ago. You be fucking stun locked. Yeah, I didn't mean to be, but hey, sometimes it happens. So, bombs weren't even necessary. Yippee, true. How dare you censor me? I mean, it'll be tough for me to replace those terms, but I already use stuff like obtuse and baffling. So yeah, I just need to use alternatives, and I already do more. Yeah, same. Like that's what I've been doing more too, right? Like obtuse, baffling. I should write those down. I have obtuse on here, but I'm gonna write down baffling. But like, yeah, it's just about finding different terms to how I was describing it the other day, and something that might help you if you're struggling with it, or help you convey to other people who might want to understand but are still being kind of obtuse about it themselves, is to get them to understand, or get yourself to understand, when you are using like terminology like that, when you're calling someone stupid. Let's say it's Ron DeSantis, right? Ron DeSantis is pushing through legislation that is meant to genocide trans people. What an idiot. Well, is he an idiot? Because he's really conscious of what he's doing, right? He's actively choosing to do these things. And by attributing his behavior to a lack of intelligence, you are doing a disservice to the hateful nature of what he is actively doing, right? Like he is actively trying to push through an agenda of genocide. And by not actively fucking engaging with the hateful nature of that, you are discrediting it. Further, for people who do have cognitive abilities, like somebody who struggles with cognitive abilities, somebody who struggles with, one of the big eye-opening moments for me was when we were doing the long COVID charity stream, me and Homo and Grem, and I used the term brain broken because it's a bad fucking habit that I picked up from Hassan. Right? It was a bad fucking habit that I'm still working to deprogram from my rhetoric, and it's going to take a lot of time, I think. But I'm trying to get better about it, even with brain rot too. Like I try and be careful about that one. But there was a person in chat who was like, as somebody who's struggling with I don't even think they were struggling with long COVID. They were like, I don't like the use of the term brain broken, especially when we're talking about long COVID, when it's something that like a lot of people struggle with ongoing like brain fog, right? Ongoing cognitive disability because of that. And I was like, like I hadn't even thought about it. Like I was so just in my own privilege of my own level of neurotypical capability that I wasn't even something that I fucking considered. And so brain damage, yeah, but even then brain broken, brain damage, the same concept, right? But when they pointed it out, I had to think about it, and I was like, holy shit, you're right. Like these are not something I should be actively using as a derogatory term for other people, because that's the kind of the mentality, right? When you are trying to convey that somebody is an awful person, what are you really trying to convey? Are you trying to convey that their actions are awful, that they have an awful belief system? By attributing their behavior to a lack of intellectual ability or cognitive ability, it's not doing what you think it is. Right? Like you'd be better off describing them as an awful person because the things they do are awful. It's not because they're lacking in intelligence. So hopefully, I know that was a little rambly, but hopefully that helps. Want to just loot post? Hive exists for you? True. Absolutely worried me, but I do understand people being quick to bad faith, people being quick to get aggressive. Understand the button justification? Yeah. Hard disagree. Sex workers can post wherever they want. Just mute each other if you personally don't want to see it. No. I think Observer is talking about when, in context of when the posting strike was happening, Jaina. I doubt Observer is a anti-sex work in any capacity. And I also agree with the sentiment that sex workers can post wherever they want. But I also do think when people actively do not want to see, like mute, right? Like don't like mute these terms and mute these concepts. You should be able to filter them from your feed. Because some people are sex adverse and some people just don't want to see genitals. So that's also a valid thing to do. And so if somebody is like, because I've seen it a lot, right? When people are like, I really don't want to see genitals on my feed. The same way I don't want to see the fucking F slur or the T slur on my feed. I don't care if a fucking trans person or a queer person is saying it. I don't want to see that shit on my feed. If somebody responds to that with like responding with the F slur or responding with the T slur or responding with fucking images of sexual imagery, like you're an asshole. You know, like you've lost the plot. Like that's something that not that I think anybody's doing that or advocating for that, but it's nuance that I wanted to add to the conversation. Yeah, Neon Death. It's not a good term. Peanut gallery. If you're not aware, peanut gallery is a racist term. I didn't know about maroon. I didn't need it either until somebody pointed it out on stream. What's a racial term? You know, thinking about it makes sense. Not surprised. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I won't be defensive about purity of an old cartoon. Yeah. Is that a regular R slur or the Linus R slur? I'm not sure I understand the distinction. I don't know what the joke you're making is. I learned from Marcus those words came from eugenicist H.H. Goddard, who came up with using IQ as a test to measure intelligence. And that's kind of how we got onto the topic in the first place, right? We got onto the topic initially because Homo pointed out to me that there was a particular streamer fucking engaging with the concept of IQ in a really problematic capacity. And it made me start to think about the nuance of that, right? About how like this emote up until recently was slug IQ, right? And it was a joke, but like at the same time, like what I was talking about earlier, jokes normalize the capacity to use this shit in our normal vernacular. So trying to actively push against those things is something that I have a vested interest in doing. So that's why I changed it. And that was why I started to think about more of like the stupid and idiot thing. Because I saw a post where somebody was earnestly discussing it. And the amount of like vitriol they received for the earnest discussion of it kind of made me realize I was like, yeah, they have a point. So it's using the word moron. Yeah. All cartoons using racially charged slang like maroon or yeah. I would never guess. Yeah. Also just tell us when you need to stop salmon. I'm in a flow, so I'm okay right now. As far as I knew it, Bugs used it sarcastically to describe Elmer Fudd. He was a hunter, comparing him to the great biblical hunter, but since it was such an obscure character from the Bible cinematic universe, nobody got the joke and thought it was just a straight insult to his intelligence. Yeah, and I think given that it's conflated with the intelligence at this point, it's a weird territory that I don't necessarily want to engage with. I've been listening, but Slug, I agree full-heartedly. I usually won't use stupid in the same way that I used to. I will not use those words towards people, and I usually replace it with ignorant and frustrating. Because that's usually what you're trying to convey, right? That the person is ignorant, that the person is frustrating, that the person is just a hateful, awful person, right? And it's why I actively try and I'm trying to remove those words from my rhetoric and change how I describe people. Because again, if your full takeaway is just to be pejorative to somebody, like, what's the point of that? You're not gaining anything out of it. Also, hi Doodle, hello. I'm Doodle Sprout. We got a lot of doodles, we got a lot of sprouts. No, I'm aware. Yeah, I'm glad I got to be there for that moment because it helped me too. True. In a joking manner, I was use silly or short-sighted. Yeah, I have been defaulting to silly or ridiculous for the most part. Try to default to brainworm because most people IRL don't have a brainworm unless it's a slug. And I think there was blue sky discourse about this term too. I don't know about brainworm. I haven't seen the discourse about that. And I can understand if somebody's uncomfortable with it because it's similar. It has a similar connotation, right? But like in that regard, like I like the idea that everybody in this community has slug brain rot, right? Like at a certain point, if you've been exposed to me long enough, you start to pick up on my vernacular. You start to pick up on my idioms, you start to pick those things up. So there is a truth to the slug brainworm, but I also am very careful about applying it to people that I'm not trying to use it as a replacement for stupid, right? Like I'm not trying to use it as a replacement for brain broken or brain damaged, right? I'm gonna have to dip out for a bit, not doing well. I hope you feel better, Damascus. Using low intelligence as an insult isn't great. I know lots of people who might not be the smartest cookies, but they're still just as sweet. Exactly. There are people who struggle with all sorts of cognitive struggles, or disabilities. Like I have ADHD, and I think it's a huge impact on my capacity to fucking function in a neurotypical society. And that's just a tip of the iceberg as far as I'm concerned. There are people who struggle with much more. So I try and be mindful of it. I talk about hateful people like Ron DeSantis as fascist and hateful. Exactly. As a neurodivergent person, I'm trying to not use those ableist terms. I ain't interested in being any kind of quisling. What's that mean? Quisling. It is, yes. Good morning, Schlug. I sleeped it wrong, but here now. I didn't sleep very well either. Also, hi, Max Level. No, I was talking about the blue sky thing. I was just mentioning another social media app. I know that you allowed loot posts. It could have been literally any other social media. The point was that if you're going to post anything while a strike is going on, using another app instead of crossing the picket line. Yeah, exactly. And I figured that was the case, Observer. I know you're not, sex or like anti-sex worker or anything like that. Has something to do with minstrel shows. Just Google it. I'm not going to get into it. Feels like most of the people who start with, I don't want to see dick furries, lewds on my feed, end with the they should be removed. And so I'm kind of a lewd sex worker absolutist. They must be allowed because blocking them is the first step of driving trans people off platforms. Always has been. I think that's fair. But at the same time, like, I'm going to use Bean because they're my favorite example. I'm grabbing you, Bean. Bean doesn't like to see nudity or sex or genitalia. They are ace. Like, they don't like to see that shit. And I don't think they should have to be subjected to that shit. So, like, in that regard, I think there should be the capacity to curate your own experience on an app. Again, I know that a lot of it, most of it primarily stems from Puritan perspective, right? Like, I don't disagree. And again, the majority of people I've seen complaining about it have been like, you're not respecting yourself. Like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. That's not the issue here. If people don't want to see it, they don't want to see it, and they're valid for not seeing it. But don't fucking chastise other people for engaging with it or wanting to see it or wanting to participate in it, right? But I think the capacity to curate your feed, and also if you express that, like, I don't want to see it, your immediate response should not be to finger wag at the person who's like, I don't want to see it, right? Because you don't know what their reasons are. It's a good chance it's coming from a Puritan perspective, but much like Bean, who I'm holding and squeezing right now, she doesn't want to see it. Not for a Puritan reason, but because she doesn't vibe with it. So, and she's valid for that. I've arrived. What is this all about? Why are you Christmas in summer? It's Slugmas. Hi, Poppy. Trans and Arrow Ace. I don't want to see genitals, but I don't think it needs to be removed. I block it or mute it. I'm fine with people posting it, but it makes me dysphoric and or repulsed, so I don't want to see it. Yeah, and again, when people double down on, like, being like, if somebody expresses like, hey, I don't want to see this, and then they fucking respond with it, like, that to me is on par with, like, when somebody's like, hey, can you not be racist? And then they come into your fucking replies and say the N-word, right? Like, it's the same fucking thing. Like, you are not proving the point that you think you are. I love the term willfully ignorant is usually accurate. It is true. Also, hi, Carnage. Hello. People really underestimate how much of how they view and talk about intelligence just directly dates back to the pseudoscience from the eugenics movement and how deeply ingrained it is into our fucking culture. And again, just because it's part of our culture doesn't mean it's something that we should justify. Slug's vocab for sure has seeped into my language. True. Sluggo-arc? Okay, hold on. Def picked up some of your sound mannerisms. It's really funny to me when I go to my friends' streams and I'm lurking there and I hear them go, whoa. It makes me laugh really hard. I even done it to Chugga. Chugga, who I've been friends with for a really long time, has found himself doing it himself now. And he's like, you're like a fucking disease. It makes me laugh really hard. So I thought I was being told it was bad due to mental differences, but it refers to when there were traveling shows and the cheap seats were referred to only to servants. Yeah. Hey, thank you for explaining it. Just rain rerouted. Yeah, again, it's easy. It's easier than you think it is, right? And again, like I was saying earlier, my disdain isn't for somebody who's struggling with it, right? If you're struggling with it, it's normal. It's not easy to deprogram rhetoric and concepts that have been like bludgeoned into you by society. But what my disdain for is when somebody is like, I don't wanna, or it's too hard, or then they just say it anyway, or they're like, that's stupid. Like, okay, well, you're an asshole then. My inner voice has started elongating vowels like slug. He's getting in there deep now. Or just saying words wrong, how I say worms wrong. Quisling is basically a collaborator, a term that originated from Germany's puppet leader in Norway. Oh, I see. I didn't know that. Oh, you already responded? You always have my permission? Yeah. Filters and stuff are based in good. I think so. There should always be filters and shit, but also, yeah, there is a bunch of pseudo-Puritans who are actually just queerphobic. No, and both, it can be right? Both can be true. Remember, folks, that asexual discourse was popularized by TERFs to create divides in the queer community. True. It's basically just another content warning, but content warnings in general are necessary. True. Like literally it started with TERFs on Tumblr. Yeah, it did. There's people who are prudes and oppressed about it. I think lewdness and nudity as a form of self-expression, etc. is totally valid and awesome, and I love that for people, but I can't participate. I would like, even like when I share lewds and nudes of me, I like to be able to filter them because I have a lot of people who follow me who aren't, even if they're okay with it, or they're not dysphoric about it, or they're not uncomfortable with it, they're not necessarily expecting to see it pop up on their feed, right? So I like the ability to curate that, right? And make it to where it's like, if you want to engage with this, you can do it when you're in a place where you're ready to do it. Or if you don't want to see it, look, you don't have to because it's filtered. I think that's important to do. Don't yuck people's yum, but also don't force your yum on others. True. I'd hope we aren't reducing trans people to gawk poster, even if they want to post gawk. Let them post and have content warnings, sensitive material markers, and it's Gucci. Yeah. And that's kind of why I love that the trans femmes can roam free and gawk post on Blue Sky. I love that for them. But I also do think that that kind of like there's a dangerous line of towing where it's just fetishism that I don't particularly vibe with, and it kind of makes me uncomfortable to a certain extent. So I don't know. It's a weird vibe, and it's why my line with the T slur and the F slur is where it is, where people are like, oh yeah, I call myself the T slur, I call myself the F slur, and I'm like, and I know there are instances outside of it, but the only instances that I have seen it used recently are in a fetishistic capacity to refer to oneself, which just makes me deeply uncomfortable, especially because of the slur connotation. So like, if you're having fun, have fun, but like keep that shit to yourself, or like I will block you, right? Like if you are posting the F slur or T slur, like I don't want to see that shit, man. Like I will fucking block you. Like I don't fucking care. It doesn't matter if you've had good takes in the past. Like I will block you because I don't want to see that shit. Watching Sean's video on Kelly J. Keane was eye-opening about how TERFs have wormed their way into society and are associated with the nationalist Christians. Imagine selling out feminism to fucking white supremacists. Couldn't be me. Finding someone who doesn't want to see lewds with lewds is violence and is unpopular. True. Also, too, I see that vibe sometimes on Blue Sky because a lot of trans femmes are sexually expressive. It makes me super uncomfortable and feel somewhat fetishizing at times. Which is just what I was talking about, yeah. And not to say that just the nature of trans person expressing themselves in a sexual capacity is fetishism, right? Don't lose the plot on what I'm saying. I'm saying that excessively doing it and having that be the only thing you're engaging with for trans people, even as a trans person yourself, can be a dangerous territory to engage with. That's my take. And maybe I'm out of my depth. I don't know. I'm not trans. I'm queer, but I'm not trans. So I don't know. Maybe I'm speaking out of my depth, but, and call me out if I'm wrong, but 100% as a Jewish person and an autistic person, the amount of ignorance around fascism and ableism being connected makes me so unhinged. They all go hand in hand. They all fucking serve each other. Which is why I yell about this stuff on stream. I think some of it is like a lot of us have never experienced an online community where we could be happy, silly, flirty without having at least a handful of transphobes attacking us in the comments. So people are like extra happy and perhaps a little more forward than we may usually be, speaking from personal experience. No, and I think that's incredibly valid, right? I think that's really valid, and I would never, don't mistake the things I'm talking about as like saying that they should not be happening, right? I'm glad that people have a space like that. I'm glad that trans folks have a space like that because, like you said, historically, especially spaces like fucking Twitter and shit, like you don't have the capacity to do that. without, you know, being attacked by fucking transphobes or having like weird cis like fucking chasers impose their fetishes in the same capacity, right? So like having trans people labeled, like that's why I make the joke that like the transes are free range, open pasture on blue sky, and they can all just engage with each other without fear of the cis farmers coming in and ruining their day. But I also do think that it's worth adding nuance to the conversation. Let's see. I have S-class mental fortitude. I haven't started Sluggisms IRL or in my brain, though I do think of how Slug would react to things I'm watching and stuff, and that makes me laugh. That is funny. God, I was fucking 18 during those years. It was fucking awful. Jesus. Wait, you post lewds? I do. I gotta, what I'm working on right now, trying to get a gallery up so that like I can just gallery and you can see all the fan art or all the art that I've ever commissioned, including the loot stuff, all in one place. But I want to be able to filter the loot stuff too. So you don't have to see it. But yeah, there's my docking, which is the most pivotal loot, piece of loot art of me. I totally get that aspect, and I think it's great. I just think it being applied to all trans people, especially common with trans stems, or generalized to include all trans people in blue sky, can be problematic. Yeah, I think what you're getting at, Bean, and it's what I'm being critical of, is reducing a trans person, reducing a gender non-conforming person to sex, right? To the concept of being a sexual object it's a really weird and dangerous territory to experience, right? Like as a femboy, not to say that my experiences are somehow more on par with the discrimination that a trans person experiences, but as a femboy, there's a tendency for me to be reduced to a sexual object, right? And I'm a femboy because I like the way it makes me feel, right? I like the way I identify with certain aspects of gender nonconformity and the concept of what we see as socially feminine, while still retaining a concept of being a man, right? Because there's nuance to who I am as a person. And while I do like those sexual aspects of being a femboy, I do like sexualized femboys, I don't always like necessarily being reduced to the concept of a sex object, right? So like I don't mind it, right? Like we're talking about lewds and stuff right now. Like I don't mind it, like it's fine. But there's a time and a place, right? And I also think it's also something to work up to. Like when people come in here and their first response, like their first message is femboy bussy, like that's a person whose brain is soup, I think. And like they're not critically engaging with the things around them. Like buy me dinner first, right? Like can we work up to femboy pussy? Can we get to that territory later? Can we, like, we just met, right? Personally, I hate fetishization of trans people as a concept. It makes me deeply uncomfortable. So I push back against it at least a little in my own capacity when I see it being normalized. No, and I think that's totally fucking valid, and that's why I'm talking about this stuff, yeah. No problem with it being self-applied. The problem is with generalizations, applying it to others who aren't comfy with it. Yeah, and having it be this, like, I think kind of the best way I can describe it, and what you're kind of like reiterate on what you're talking about, is the concept that it is somehow a through line, right, for trans people. Like, well, all the trans girls like to sexualize each other. Tee-hee. Like, that's a weird way to approach a group of people, right? Like, that's a weird way to approach a group of people, right? Like, and I don't think you should do that for anybody, trans people or otherwise, right? John's video about Kelly J. Keane is fucking incredible. I never got a chance to really watch Sean's videos. Pickle, thank you for gifting us up to Spree. Spree here. Hi, Spree. Hello, Pickle. Thank you. I also think it's great for it to exist. I also think it's great for it to be able to opt out of it. Yeah, exactly. That is part of the pasture that you should be allowed to go into or not go into if you don't want to, right? Very well said, Bean and Slug. I'm happy that so many people who are trans can express themselves and be happy with their bodies in ways that you don't see on other platforms. The way that people respond to it sometimes makes it feel less celebratory and more icky. Yeah, which I think is a dangerous territory to get into. Speaking of fascism, ableism, shaking hands, I was diagnosed with Asperger's when I was 19, but I now only identify as autistic because the problematic roots Asperger's has. Yeah, I totally agree. And that's the thing. I'll never tell a person who's been diagnosed with Asperger's, like, hey, you shouldn't use that term, because I'm not autistic. So I don't have I feel like I have the place to do that, but I do think it's totally valid to no longer identify with the concept yourself. Pussy Blaster, ooh woo, thank you for gifting us up to Pussy Blaster, ooh woo, Pickle, thank you. The Slussy, true, Sloods, true. Great way of summing it up. I think the biggest issue is everyone has a different line of what counts as being sexually free, what counts as self-fetishization. True, and I think with all things, it's just about respecting other people's personal comfort, right? In the same way that you should be expected to respect somebody's identity, their pronouns, who they are, what they consider themselves. You should also respect their comfort level with engaging with sex, regardless of what other reasons with not wanting to engage with it might be, right? Just putting it out there. Our femboy is a porn subreddit. Oh yeah. No, I'm aware, and there's a reason. I don't think it's good, but there's a reason that a lot of people associate the concept of femboys with inherent sexualization, because that's how it is categorized. Like, that's how it's categorized, and a lot of femboys fucking do it to themselves because it is a kink thing for them, and it's frustrating. For me at least. Anyways, not only that, but it's not even in the DSM-5. It's all ASD now. True. Gender non-conforming. True. It's apples to oranges, but we do get coomers coming in here to bark specifically about you being a femboy, and it can be real fucking gross. Yeah, and uncomfortable. Yeah, it's apples and oranges for sure. Bean Lady. Hi, Spree. Hello. That's someone who fell for the dark baby sensory. True. Would be great if Arkansas, America, used the DSM more often. Also, what's the other one that isn't the DSM? Cool. Thank you, Pickle. I'm catching up. I am, in fact, a follow back girl. True. They do. It's just a more updated version. If there's any therapist, psychiatrist diagnosing Asperger's, they aren't using the correct diagnostic criteria. True. Generally just don't fetishize groups of people or stereotype them and paint them with broad strokes about them, even if you're in that group. Yeah, no, I think that's a fair assessment to make, in general. Electric Pickle is a great username. Electric Pickle is also a great person. It's true. Meowdy Spree, this convo summoned you, obviously. Spree always does show up when I'm talking about some of these like more specific, nuanced topics of my political stunlocks. Many places, the Asperger's diagnosis has been completely replaced by ADS, a term which has its own issues, but it's better, at least similar to how ADHD is just now seen as form ADHD. Yeah, and what I was getting at specifically is like, I know one specific person, like, right? Like, and I'm not going to name them by name, but like, I saw their profile when I was working with them recently, and they had, I'm not going to say it because it's a kind of an icky term for me, because I associate it with my time on 4chan, and I used to use it as a pejorative, and I honestly, genuinely still consider it a pejorative, but I don't have the capacity to say somebody who uses it to diagnose themselves as a pejorative or to identify themselves as a pejorative. But essentially, the Asperger's term without the and the ers part, right? So that is how they describe themselves. And when I first saw that, I was like, sussy. So I had to do a little sleuthing to make sure that it wasn't just like them using it as like a self-depreciating pejorative, and that like after doing a little bit of sleuthing, I was like, oh, they are genuinely diagnosed with Asperger's. So, and if that's somebody who's comfortable with that terminology, who the fuck am I to tell them not to use it? But yeah, I hate that term too. But if somebody is diagnosed with that and uses that to identify themselves, like I don't get to police their using of it. It can make me deeply uncomfortable, and I don't have to use it myself. And I won't fucking tolerate it in my spaces. But as somebody who I'm engaging with for a project that I'm trying to do something with, that was why I was like, okay, let me make sure that I can. This is the line that I'm willing to tolerate in terms of like working with them, right? And it's something that I'm willing to accept. I mean, I like it, but it's not something that I get to make the rules about, right, for them, because I'm not on that part of the spectrum. So falls under the autism spectrum disorder in the same way that some people have been previously diagnosed with ADHD, but it doesn't exist as a diagnosis anymore. It's all under the ADHD umbrella. I'm aware of that, all under the ADHD umbrella. That taco made me realize the same thing about tomboys. Is it really already 3? Oh my gosh, I don't think we're doing anything today. It's already slunch. Let me catch up real quick, and then I'll do a slunch break, and then I'll figure out what we're going to do. But Do you mean... I'm always here watching, waiting. True. I'm an AFAB trans non-binary person. I identify as a femboy. I would never call someone a femboy, but if someone is comfy with it, I understand. Good point to bring up too. I call myself a femboy, and you should not call anybody a femboy who is not comfortable with calling themselves that, right? For a reason that me and Bean had a conversation really early on. Bean was very uncomfortable with my self-identity of femboy because she didn't know where it started and where it stopped, right? And I think that's a valid concern, especially because it has regularly been used as a term to fetishize trans people, right? It's the same as the T-slur, right? The other T-slur. Normally primarily used by the fucking anime community. So where a person is clearly a trans person, Bridget, they use that term to continue to refer to them in a specific capacity. And it's a very fetishizing concept, and it can be very uncomfortable for people. So again, I'm a femboy because I'm comfortable with the concept of being a femboy. You should not apply that term to anybody who's not comfortable with it themselves. Because you don't know what that person is dealing with, right? You don't know if that person is transitioning or considering transitioning and doesn't know where they're at with their transition, right? Like they don't know where they're at with their identity, that you don't know if they're non-binary and they don't like the concept of just boy in general or femme in general. Like you don't know. So don't do that to other people. I hate that term. Me too. The ads are about to hit, so I want to catch up really quick so that I could put them on when I go do the BRB. Some people have reclaimed it, but ASD brainworm makes it ekes myself sus out if someone's reclaiming it or someone is being hateful. I mean, Spree, that's literally what I had to do. I literally had to go look at some of their other socials until I could find like evidence that they were like, yeah, I have Asperger's. And I was like, okay, I'm a little bit more accepting of this now. Which is something I think happens often when people reclaim slurs. Not that it's too bad, but it can make it harder to suss out. Yeah, and like I was saying earlier, I don't like the F slur or the T slur. And so like if I see somebody who's using it in a reclamatory capacity, I'm probably going to block them because I don't think those are terms that could necessarily be reclaimed. You don't know how you could affect them. True. I wasn't familiar with the VTuber community before coming here, and I wasn't super clear on where it started and stopped. I'd seen it as bad context as much as positive context, but at this point I'm more familiar. Yeah, sure. And again, I just like using you as an example because you're easy to grab. You're within my arm's reach. I started calling myself a them boy because I'm a non-binary AMAB, and I like how them boy scratches my brain. I love that for you. And that's really what it boils down to at the end of the day. What about personal identity? It looks like the ads are running, and I'm sorry if you can't hear me. Very uncomfy with it as a Jewish person. True, them boy is good. I like that. I like them boy. Okay, I'm caught up. I love y'all. I'll be right back. I gotta go feed the kiddies, and then I gotta go get my lunch, and I guess we'll watch videos. I'm not really sure. I don't really know what we're gonna do, but I'll go back to this lunch table when we get back. But I will be back in a second. Okay, so now's a good time for you to get up and get a sippy or a food or your meds if you need to too. All right, I'll be right back. Cool. Hello. Hello, I'm back. Fine. You're muted, Sluggy. I'm not. I was popping. Where's my table? There's my table. Go over here. There you are. Trust me, this is funny. Okay, hold on. Ice 4V grabs you. True. Hold on. I want to show, because I see Ray's here, and I was talking about how I was making fun of Ray earlier. So I wanna show the art. Let's see. This notepad. No, it's not in there. Where is it? Oh, I guess I got rid of it over here. Well, let's see. Oh my gosh. Too many tabs. Then I should not open all these because they're gonna cause problems. Oh. There's one. Where's the other one? Here, while I look for it, check this out. Oh. Check this out. Oh. Take a look at that. Oh. That one's pretty good, I think. I think that's pretty good. Oh. Elefisk. I love Elefisk. I'm leaving again. Bye again. No. Yeah, here's me catching Ray having bad taste in anime boys. Whoa. Hey Slug, I've had your Sex and Minecraft song stuck in my head for days. Oh no, I'm sorry. Hi Fido. Yeah, don't get me started again. Yeah, here's me catching Ray. Here's me catching Ray enjoying bad anime boys. Whoa. Hey Slug, peep that activity feed if you missed it. What the fuck? Whoa. Pickle, what the fuck? Thank you for the 20 gift subs. What the fuck? I want to play that one again. I never get to see that one. Whoa. Ba, 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 ba. Whoa. Holy shit, that's a lot of snipes. You got Candy Dagger, Flaxen. Oh, I haven't seen Flaxen in a minute. Whoa. Joey Jojo, Rat. Whoa. Radia, Online Sona, Reality Era, UFO, NB, Archmage, Pandora, Marking, Peepflex. These are some really good snipes. KJ, Morg, and Yuki, Crispy, Doodle Sprout. You got Sprout. Whoa. Deso, and Unfortunate Panda. Thank you. There's SCP Long Nose Fisk. Whoa. Galasso. True. Thank you so much, Pickle. I really appreciate that. I really got to get trackers and stuff up so I can show like how much I appreciate it, because all of these things really do truly help me. Which is why I want trackers, so y'all can like visualize how much it really does help me and how it keeps me and my kiddies and my wife safe. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for taking care of your slonky. Thank you. I really appreciate you doing that. That's very sweet of you. Hi, Cairo. Welcome. Thank you, Pickle. Seriously. Thank you. I forgot I had a whole list of stuff that I was getting into. Maybe we'll get back to it. But yeah, anyway, here's Ray drinking trash juice. Anyway, here's Ray drinking trash juice. True. Here's Ray having awful taste in boys. If you missed it earlier, Ray, I was lurking in Ray's stream for like 2 hours. And I was just listening to him talk while I worked on stuff. And it was nice. And then he was like, hi, Kasara, I'm pretty sure you were there too. And he was like, yeah, Sanji's my favorite One Piece character. And I kind of like, I came into his chat and I was like, I've been lurking for 2 hours. What do you mean Sanji's your favorite One Piece character? Explain yourself. And then he explained that. And then he went into, and I was like, all right, fine, whatever. And then he was like, yeah, I love Griffith. And I was like, Ray. I was like, Ray. And he was like, listen. And I was like, Ray, you can't with Griffiths. You can't. So I was bullying him for that. Rancid vibes detected, Slonky activated, Griffith from Berserk. Hi Traves, welcome back. And then the last one I agreed with, which one was it? Oh, it was Emmett Shelk. And I was like, yeah, that one, I get that one. He's somewhere between bastard and pathetic, right? To where I was like, I get the pathetic. Slug likes the pathetic, Ray likes some fucked up and evil. True. Ray, you can't. He scuttles away and slurps harder. True. He loves Griffith, it's fair. And again, he's like, yeah, all of Ray's like justifications, I was like, all right, that's fair. He's sopping wet and a bastard. Yeah. That's why I was like, that's why when Ray was like, I like Emmett Shelk, like me and Ray were like, yeah, okay, solidarity. Bastard liker and pathetic man liker. We align. Also, hold on, I gotta get up and get their feeders because they're already done. Video unavailable. Whatever you sent me earlier, Henge, is no longer existing. Emmett Shelk is a war criminal and ontological evil and also a sopping wet little meow meow. True. It's true. Hold on. I gotta do what is it called? Baby sensory video. Here. Well, enjoy a straw, baby. All right, I'll be right back. Bye. Slutty fruits, just like me. Hi, I'm back. Hello. I'm back. Hello. Hi. Oh, check this out. Let me put this on. Check this out. This is my friend Fisk, but she's an elephant. So I was making fun of Ray, and so Ray drew this, and it's really cute, and I like it a lot. Slutty fruit, that's me. I hate elephants so much. Please get it out of my eyes. I really wanted to put it on the screen. I really wanted to like add it to my I really wanted to add it to my setup because it makes me laugh. Biting you. You can't make elephants jump scare a thing. I haven't been doing it intentionally. I'm going to throw you into trash compactor. Do not. Wonder who mutated Fisk into that? An evil wizard, probably. And Glado drew this. Glado painted this. It's really cute. I like it. I don't know anything about art. It's giving anteater, true. Or if you do make it a thing, make it pair with a vine boom. Boom. I don't know anything about art, but I like the highlights on this. I like how you did my skin color. I like how it looks in this. I like it a lot. It's very pretty. Also, that's how strong my glutes are, because I'm just sitting on one ankle. Fisk is an endomorph. True. I'm flushing you. Yeah, Ella Fisk redeem. Yeah, Fisk should make it. Wait, Glado, could you make this into a? Could you live 2D animate this? Could you make this into a model? Yeah, bet. Yeah, let's go. Send me the PNG. It's in Misk Media. This should work though, right? If I copy this, well, if I do that, it should work, right? Don't make Glottal do that. Not for me, for Fisk. So Fisk could use it as a model redeem. Well, I could send all pieces of Elefisk. Please do, Ace. Please send that to Glottal immediately. True. Yo, Nekupapu. Hi, Gohan SS2. Hello. Welcome. Papu. What's Papu mean? Well, I hope it's not a bad word. And I'm sorry if it is. Hey, Slug, don't do this. True. Actually, Fisk can make it a model herself. She's been learning Light 2D and has made some really... that could be your next project together, Glado. You can teach her how to make herself into an elephant. True. What's this? Papa's like, bro, or my men. I see. Whoa. True. Whoa. Same. Well, I forgot I gotta eat my sandwich. All right, look. I copied over the Elefisk, so we won't see it anymore, okay? For now, anyways. For now, anyways. So I was watching Homozygote stream and I was inspired and made some slug art. Do you have a link? Do you have a link? I want to see it. Every non-word noose that Slug makes is just neuron activation. Non-word. No, non-word none. I'm not sure what you meant. Because I was excited. Non-word noise. Oh, I see. Am I a boy kisser? Butt lust. True. What organ is this? Whoa. Starboy Blue, thank you for the follow. Whoa. There is a slug inside of you making you like boys. Butt lust is so mean. True. Butt lust. Hi, Starboy. Hello. Welcome. I finally caught you live. Hello, Slug. Look, we're looking at a diagram of who I am and what I do. Welcome in. Hi. Thank you for the follow and thank you for trying to catch me live. It's very, well, I'm a little flustered. I'm just a little guy. But yeah, we're looking at a diagram of what I do to your, what's this system? To your skeletal system, probably, or your whatever, the one where it sends synapses to your brain. It's probably a skeleton. My brain looks like that too. True. It's true. Welcome in. Hi. The only way to cure slug bloodlust is to drink turpentine. Well, you can't kill me in a way that matters. You can't kill me in a way that matters. Your CNS, your central nervous slug. True. Sending the bits of Elephis to Glodol. Very accurate to the topic of drinking turpentine on Homo stream. Oh, were you watching the weirdos who were like, oh, I drink turpentine as like a fucking like the crystal mommies, but like worse. The ones who were doing it as like essential oils. Yeah, the nervous system. Yeah, I'm in your nervous system. Oh, what's this? Let me see. You're not just any little guy. You're a cute little guy. Whoa. True. Whoa. What is this? I got that slurpentine. True. True. Whoa. Hey, yo. Wait. I love Marcus's reaction. Wait. Did it look like this? Did it look like this? Did it have one singular tooth? Whoa. Slug, what were you doing in the lungs? Enrichment. Whoa. Enrichment. Whoa. We have to. Whoa. True. It's me. I'm the worm. I'm worm. Whoa. Put me back. I'm not done. Whoa. 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 I want to save this one. This one's good. Why can't I bookmark it? I'm choking on bread. Hold on. I'm choking on bread. Ow. What is this? Did it look like this? True. Did it look like this? Whoa. All right, let's see what this is, so I can stop choking. Whoa. Look at what my lungs had. True. Oh. Evil Apollo. Tickle, tickle. I drank turpentine and coughed this up. I'm no longer filled with butt lust. True. Evil Apollo. Evil Apollo. +2. This is pretty good. Did me in, true. Yeah. Yeah, or whatever. I fucking love Joel. I don't think I've ever watched this person before, but I very much do like their microphone being a spaghetti strainer hanging off of a pole. I think that's pretty good. I like their microphone being a spaghetti strainer hanging off of a mount. It's very good. Well, I didn't notice that. It's very, very, very good. It's very good. Because most of these dorks aren't even like actually doing podcasts. They're just like pretending. Like they just set up like a podcast set up like this with a spaghetti strainer, and then they record like supposed out of context clips on TikTok of supposedly having their podcast. Like they don't even actually have a podcast. There's a lot of good bits. Well, I laughed at this. This is pretty good. What is this? Well, I don't know the song. Well, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't really have any TikToks to show y'all because I haven't liked any new ones yet. Just this one. True. Here, hold on. Let me cue these up. Eating lunch. True. I was shocked at how fucking amazing it was. Yeah. They're not even like hard hits. So good I thought I was dying. It was an amazing movie. Yeah. I don't really want to retread this ground either. But this is why when like Hassan was like, I didn't like the ending. I was like, okay. Oh, okay. So you didn't get it. Gotcha. Good. True. I can't. No. Okay. Wait. I can't stand these. I can't say, is this, I like that video, but I can't stand these. I can't stand these. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because they're unsettling, like the uncanny art element of it. But also like the humor for me just doesn't land. I think it goes on for too long, personally, for me. They're not bad. It's just, it's not my thing. If you want uncanny that I like, well, I just can't get into it, but I hate this. Yeah, I can't get into it. But we can watch Ina. Well, we can watch Ina. I love Ina. Well, Yeah. They have weirdly close to fascism posting vibes, yeah. Bass, Ina, get me. Yeah, if you like weird, I like Ina. Oh. Turon. Whoa. Sure. Whoa. Are you gonna play Dream Barbecue Slug? Uh-huh. I'm excited too. Cool. I can't hear this voice without thinking about Arby and the Chief. What's that? What's what? Dream Barbecue? Ina is getting a game. This character is going to get a game. When does Dream Barbecue come out? We don't have a release date yet. But this character is going to get a game. We can watch the trailer. Oh. Good. I'm so excited for Dream Barbecue. I'm very excited to play it. My Rufflecopter goes swah, 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 swah. Yeah, it's that same voice. It's the Arbiter from Arby and the Chief. Right? Yeah. Chief had the Microsoft Sam voice. Whoa. 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 Good. 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 Whoa. 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 Because what she is saying isn't what the subtitles are saying, really? Whoa. It's just such a weird... I like the Windows 98 screensaver background. All of this is... I think it's been deemed internet core. I didn't know anything about Ina until I started streaming, and then chat kind of Ina pilled me. But all of it is supposed to be very, like, inspired by old internet. Like, it gives me very What was it? I was going to say Encyclopedia Dramatica, but that's not right. But the old Windows Encyclopedia, you know what I'm talking about? Surreal Y2K core, yeah. Reminds me of early Newgrounds Albino Black Sheep, yeah. Get the hell out while she still can and not take anything from the people here or you'll be trapped. Oh. Encyclopedia Britannica? Was that it? The program where you could, like, explore it? I remember I had it on Windows 95. Oh. And that's what a lot of this reminds me of. But also a little bit of, like, the early 2000s score, too. Apparently sparked a huge riot in New York doing a random giveaway. Kai? Kai? What do you mean? Kai? Who? Oh. Mooney! Oh. As a Windows XP kid? I was a teenager when I had Windows XP. Well, a young teenager. Big streamer guy, I don't know. Oh. Never heard of him. Who? Omega Lol? It's fucked up that he sparked a riot, though. Whoa. Windows DOS in 95, baby, here. My first... was 95, and then shortly after, my parents got 98. So most of my early internet was 98. No. This reminds me of Nami. No, that reminds me of Nami. Whoa. It's very Nami, right? It sounds just like him. sounds like him, right? Well, Peepo Shy. Well, both DOS and 95. We didn't get 2000. We went from 98 to XP. And then I think I had XP for a really long time. Until I went to 7. Well, make the voice just a tad sluttier and it's Nami. True. Thank you for the stretch and the spip, Icky. Remember when Nami got his teeth ripped out and then came on stream? Yeah, what a little weirdo. He's such a little creature. I love him. Well, Slug, my God, I have actually done that. Oh, no. True. Is great what a pal. Here's, this is the official trailer. This is the announcement. I don't remember the trailer. I remember the announcement because we've watched it a few times, but I've only watched the trailer once. But this was the announcement. Whoa. Whoa. Flashing light warning. Flashing light warning. Flashing light warning. But I love the aesthetic on this. So like, is the Slutty Moon in Baby Sensory videos Moony? Whoa, maybe. Well, I love how it's the widescreen too. It's got a very 70s film vibe. Bow, bow, bow. Bow. This is a different Ina, too. What? Bow, 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 bow. I'm excited to learn more about Red Ina. And there's a theory that she's a character from the other one, right? The other video? The other Ina video? Can't remember which one. What? Bow, 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 bow. Well, that's the bad guy, probably. Also, you can get Ina plush. I want an Ina plush. Here's the announcement trailer. Hold on. What's this? Or the official trailer, rather. Whoa. 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 Huh. Whoa. Other music in the Ina videos is so good. They're all very, very, like, ethereal. Whoa. The little bratty cat girl. Right, yeah, because they have a very similar color scheme. Whoa. 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 I wonder if there'll be like a cohesive lore established, because a lot of it's just guessing. Well, big thing I want to know is how the gameplay is going to be, because if it's VN style, I'll definitely have to play it. VN games are very hard to play. I'll definitely have to watch it. VN games are hard to play for me. I love VN games, personally. I love to play VNs. So, it'll work out. Mutual interest, Jelly, if it is a VN game, because I'll play it. Hold on, chat. Bruce has been really sick the past couple of days, which has been kind of worrisome. But hold on. I gotta clean up some stuff really quick. So let me put this on again. I'll be right back. Whoa. Here, enjoy these vegetables. Whoa. You okay, bud? Come on. Let's clean it up. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Hello. Like I'm going to untie your shoes. Those are fruits. Well, it said, I thought it said veg. Look, there's vegetables in the thumbnail. Look. That's a hi. I'm back. Hi. Slug. If you could be any animal, what would it be? I'm a slug. What do you mean? What is this? Well. Whoa. There he is. False advertising. I mean, any other animal? What murder? I didn't know this was from this. I thought that was from a different TikTok. What animal would I be? I don't know. Oh, good. So you can use it as a redeem. Oh. I wouldn't even know where to start. There's so many other things I need to set up first. I've only ever seen this video in the other TikTok. Snail. Oh. I just need to wear a backpack. Slug would be a rat. True. Bruce, you okay? Oh. He's laying down. He's not feeling good. He threw up twice, so I gotta keep an eye on him. I just realized what you were talking about when you were talking about the T slur. Oh, yeah, like what they call a Stolfo and stuff. Sea cucumber. I would be a rat. Poor Kibdi. I don't know if I'm half tempted to end early so I can keep an eye on him. But I don't know because I don't really know what else to do today. I'm not sure I have the energy to yeah, Jaina was just telling me, Doodle. I don't know who Kai is, but yeah, I heard he caused a riot. Do what you gotta do. I don't really have the energy for disco. Go take care of them. It's okay. Well, that's the thing. There's nothing I can really do other than just like stare at him, right? You seemed interested in Digimon assignments earlier. Yeah, but now I'm kind of distracted, and that requires a lot of thought on my part. If you need to, then I would recommend Kitty Comes Before Us. Well, there's nothing I can really do for them other than just kind of stare at them, right? All I can really do is watch him. Being with him in case anything happens. Yeah, that might be the best. Call. I'm not sure. Because yeah, I'm a little worried about him. I'm hoping he just got into something and he's got to get it out of his system. But it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell what's going on with him. It's okay, Slug, go take care of him. Stare at him comfortingly. Okay. Then I might do that. It's hard to stream while you're distracted by the kitty. That's also part of it too. Like, even if I'm not doing anything, I'm kind of worried about him. So I'm kind of like distracted. I mean, I went for 4 hours today. It's not as long as I usually do, but whatever you end up deciding, Slug, I support it. I'm sorry I'm ending kind of early today, but I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I'm not in the super best headspace today anyway, so I could probably use a little bit of extra rest. And then I'll come back tomorrow, and we'll open a bunch of stuff on stream tomorrow, and I think it'll be a lot more fun. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Thanks for stream. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. Thanks for hanging out with me despite me being in not the best of headspaces today. Thank you for all the gift subs and the subbies and the kind words and the art. And just being here and being part of my life, I really do appreciate it. If you send, I will send you positive vibes with you, Slug. Thank you. Hope you feel better tomorrow. I think I just need a little bit of more rest. Love you, Slug. Thank you for streaming. Have a good evening. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let me see who's live and see where I can send you all. A lot of people I don't normally get to raid are probably live right now because I don't normally end this early. Let's see, watch Twitch. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. And we'll be doing ham cam. So I'll have cute nails, and I'll be opening a bunch of Digimon cards and other stuff too. So hopefully you join me for that. Let me see. Have a good night. So glad we caught you for a bit today. Thank you all for coming to stop in and hang out with me. Let's see, ham cam. True. Let's see. Yeah, we're doing hams tomorrow. There's a lot of people live. Lot of people live. Could raid Roko. I've never been able to raid Roko before. I don't know how long they've been going though. Well, Hands? Yeah, I'll be doing ham cam tomorrow. It's true. Becca's live. Would you still love me if I was a streamer? That's a good title. Gamma's live too. We've raided Gamma before. We've gotten to raid Gamma before. And we've raided Becca. Or Reb rather. Oh. Commission work. Oh. Whoa. Funlith is live. If y'all don't know who Lilith is, I don't think they know who I am. But Lilith is the trans gal who's on Twitter and Tumblr with the bunny avatar, who made Bloodborne PSX, and also they're working on Bloodborne Kart, which is going to be the game that I eventually fulfill the I will play a Souls game charity thing from 2 years ago. Whenever they finish Bloodborne Kart, and I'll be like, look, chat, it's a Souls game, lol. I gotta get back to Worm. Have a good raid, everyone. See you tomorrow for funny cardboards. Bye, Traves. Good luck at Worm. See you tomorrow. But yeah, we can raid them. I don't think they know who I am, so we'll just do a slug raid. We'll be normal, okay? Let's be normal, chat. Let's be as normal as we can be, okay? Slug raid, pog, whatever emotes. Yeah, Lilith makes amazing stuff. I think they're doing commission work right now, because you can commission like a low poly picture from them. What happening, Electric Pickle? Thanks. We're getting ready to rain out Candy Dagger. My kitty's not feeling very good, so I want to make sure that I can keep an eye on him in case anything happens. But thank you for stopping in, and yeah, Pickle gifted you a sub. We'll do a slug raid. And if you don't have my emotes, that's okay. You can do debug. You can do debug. You can do debug. You can do this one. You can do this one. But thank you all for hanging out with me today. I had a lot of fun. Y'all made me feel a lot better because I was not feeling very good at the beginning of stream, and I feel a lot better than I did. So thank you. Thank you for being a part of my life. Thank you for hanging out with me and spending your time with me. And I'll be back tomorrow, and we'll be in a better place to open some cards and hang out together. It's probably good that I'm ending early, so it'll give me time to do some worm that I still need to do. But let's go see. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. What was I saying? Don't die, slug. I think there's something in the air. I don't remember what I was saying. What was I saying? Oh, we're raiding. Right, we're leaving. Okay, have fun with Botster. That's their name, but they go by Lilith. And their pronouns are she and they, I think. Let me see if they list them. Nope, all they have in their description is I'm gay, which is true. But I know their pronouns are she. I don't know if they're she, her. But just be mindful. Let's see. /raid Botster. Botster. And I think they're making a model for somebody because they make like low res models and stuff for people. Like they do commissions and stuff. So that's something you're interested in. Maybe you can find some more information while we're there. But thank you all so much for hanging out with me. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Make sure you get something to eat. Make sure you have something to drink. Make sure you take your meds if you need to. I don't think I'm going to switch over the end screen. I think I'm just going to start the raid because I want to make sure I can go take a look at Bruce and make sure he's okay. But I love you all so much. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Bye. Mwah. I love you. Bye.